I'm sorry. Is that funny? Are you stand-up comic? Is that what you do now?
I will consult the bones.
Throw me a frickin' bone here.
I'm sorry I was born with this perfect bone structure.
It's time for the Comedy Bone Podcast, stand-up comedy radio with your host, Brian Monarch. Are you ready?
All is ready.
There are 215 bones in the human body. That's one.
I just got that old-fashioned romantic feeling where I'd do anything to bone her.
All right, everybody, here we go. What movie is that from?
Yeah, that's what I was going to ask.
That last one?
Yeah. Do you know?
Say it again.
I'm getting that good old-fashioned feeling, romantic feeling where I'd do anything to bone her.
I don't know.
Dumb and Dumber. It's Jim Carrey.
Oh.
Heard they were gonna have a sequel and then it fell apart.
They had a sequel.
I heard they are
going to
have
a prequel.
But it's not going to be
No,
with
they
them.
already had the prequel?
They had a prequel, and
Okay.
I heard they're going to have a new one with Jim Carrey and Jeff Daniels, and they just announced this like a month ago.
I
Really?
heard that this weekend somebody hearsay told me that Jim Carrey
happening.
backed out.
Oh, man.
And I heard it was Jeff Dunham.
Jeff Dunham.
Jeff Dunham was going to play Jeff Daniels' part?
Yeah.
He was just going to ventriloquize both dummies.
Oh, my God.
Dumb and dummies.
That's funny. Dumb and Dummies.
By the way, guys, this is episode 4.
Attack of the Jews.
Whoa!
That was awesome.
Thank
Sounds
you.
You learned how to do all that
good.
stuff.
I thought you were burping when you first started that.
No. Let's go around here. We got Ari Shaffir. What's
Ari
up,
Shaffir,
dude?
How are you?
On
It's
the
cold, this seat.
yeah, if you want, I could turn it off, but then it's going to get hot as
here?
hell in
Yeah,
here.
It's a valley. It's a tough thing. No, it's all right. I'll get used to it.
All right, how you doing?
I'm pretty good. I had knee surgery on Monday.
Knee
It's all
surgery?
recovering nicely.
You've been on HBO. You're the Amazing Racist on YouTube, and you open up for Joe Rogan and tour all over the country, right?
Yeah.
Anything else I should have mentioned there that I don't know about? You have a
My own
podcast?
Yeah.
What's
Ari
it?
Shaffir, Skeptic Tank.
Skeptic Tank, and I just listened to that today. It's pretty cool.
Nice.
Danielle Stewart. Let's go to the couch real quick.
Next
we got
Jew.
Danielle Stewart, Jew number 2, the Jewess of the group. You've been on Chelsea lately. What else
How
do
was
we
that?
got?
I don't know what that is. What is that?
Chelsea lately?
Yeah.
That's a show that you were on with Chelsea Handler.
How was that show to do? Is
It was
fun?
good. It was
Yeah.
good. Yeah. It was good.
And you're
Thank
also
you.
Comedy Brew and Ladies Night Out.
That's right. Did you go on my? Where did you get this information from?
I have my sources. I look.
Yes.
What's Comedy Brew?
That basically, I sold my soul to the devil when I did years and years ago. I did Comedy Time, and then Comedy Time, which was supposed to be just mobile content,
Yeah.
takes your content and sells it to like Hulu and all this
Oh,
stuff.
yeah.
So they make
Ooh.
money on it, and then you just realize that you were way too early on in comedy to have anything like that ever aired. But I got $25 out of it.
I got $25 for doing that too once.
Yeah.
Mine was at the Haha though. Was yours at the Ice House?
Ice House,
Yeah,
yeah.
they were doing an experiment at the Haha one week, and I was on that one.
I did it at the Ice House.
Yeah.
I
think
did the
everyone
Ice House.
Yeah.
They never used my thing.
They didn't use mine either.
Yeah.
Yeah, they said
You're-
mobile.
believe me,
and then
you
stuff
are
would just show up
lucky.
on Hulu sometimes, and it was like, what's this? How did they get
You
this?
are so lucky. It's lost me jobs.
Because you're a beginner
Really?
comic, and that's
Yeah,
what I see.
because when you go, if somebody, this is what happens nowadays.
Right.
Somebody doesn't go, hey, I'd love to hire you for this. Send me a tape of your best stuff. That doesn't happen. They just hear your name. They go on Google.
Start
They Google
searching.
your name, and then because it's on Hulu and
They
all
rank
these
higher.
other sites, it ranks higher, and then it comes up, and I am 25 pounds heavier. I'm blonde, and I'm like 3 or 4 years into comedy. Like it's such a
Oh,
nightmare.
man.
It's such a
you think you'd be able to
freaking
get
nightmare.
that taken off?
No, because I signed my rights away to it.
Yeah, it's like
But
$25.
I
you
did
sign
get
away.
$25, so I shouldn't really be complaining.
Really,
but
when we all did it, was just for like the exposure, right?
Yeah.
it was
Which we were
supposed to
like,
be.
no, don't get exposed.
It's like, don't wait 5 years until you expose it.
Right.
Yeah,
You know?
it was supposed to be. I wish I still had the contract, but it was specifically supposed to be for mobile content. And I remember being like, "Who's watching stuff on cell phones? These people
Yeah.
are crazy."
It's
Okay,
everywhere.
you know.
Yeah.
It was
And-
pre-smartphone too.
Yeah,
People were just watching like just
And
regular like razors.
pre-smart comics.
Yeah,
know?
exactly.
Right? About this
Bingo.
stuff.
Bam.
Yeah.
So that's a big regret.
Yeah.
However, I will say the upside was, I don't know if I mentioned, but I did get $25 from it. And it also, it did end up popping up on my IMDb, which is kind of nice. So
Right.
it ended up on, which did, if you care about acting at all, which I mildly care about, it added to my IMDb resume and up my ranking. So
Well, now you have DanielleStewart.com by Monarch websites, and
That's
that will,
right.
that will rank higher than all those other things.
which is a pretty awesome site. You guys should check it out.
Thank you. And then lastly, Eric Schwartz.
Completing this holy trinity of Jews.
Yeah, the third Jew, a.k.a. Smoothie.
Yes.
Yes. And let's see, you were on The Tonight Show, E, and you have millions of hits on your YouTube channel.
I do a lot of videos.
Did you go on E as Smooth E?
No, but I wanted to. I said, call me Smoothie with an exclamation mark.
Can you have
that's
a
great.
special on E and call E squared?
I should.
Yeah.
I should. It would be like the most eventful E-fest
Right.
of ever.
Speaking of your videos, I saw your parody of LMFAO, your Gassy and Bloated.
and Bloated, yeah.
It is so fucking good. Can we
Thank
swear
you.
on here?
You
It
can
is
swear.
so
Fuck yeah.
good.
Thank
I stumbled upon it because I was looking for the video for that song, for the LMFAO song.
Wow.
And your thing ended up coming up. And I was like, "Are you kidding? The production value on it is so great. The dancing, it's really good."
Oh, thank
Yeah,
you.
you always
really
have good production
good.
value.
Yeah,
Thank
you
you.
really
Stuff
do.
always looks like a real video.
I always
instead of
try
something people
to,
shot.
people say, like, I always get this from a lot of, like, people who do web stuff. They go, it's only for the web, it's only for the web. And then I always think, this is my motto is, if you do it for the web, you're going to stay on the web.
Mm-hmm.
So I've always had in my mind, do it for TV.
Mm-hmm.
Right.
Because that's where you want to be.
Right.
You know what I mean?
High
So,
definition, good quality.
yeah.
Yeah,
So, yeah, might as well put
But
your
also,
best
it's
foot
like, even if we
forward.
do just see it on the web, it still looks better than the other shit. It doesn't look as good on the web.
Yeah.
Is there something that you wanted to tell, Eric?
What?
Oh, she did. She gave me a huge compliment. She doesn't even need to go more.
She has
Yeah.
a total crush on you, dude.
No.
Oh, yes, she does.
Brian Monarch.
What? What
I
is-
am never telling you
This is
another
the Comedy
goddamn
Bone
thing.
podcast. You
do?
No, let's relax. Okay,
God.
let's all fucking relax.
Danielle,
okay,
hey.
all right, hold on a second.
Oh my God, let me move over a little bit.
She made sure you were on the same couch with her.
Okay,
See?
no, I did not.
She's a
You
knock.
orchestrated that. Hold on a second. Can
That's
we
why
back up?
you
This
guys
is too
froze
hot.
this other couch out where Ari is because you knew a bald dude wouldn't sit on a couch with air conditioning blowing on it.
Right.
Right?
I
Well,
got
that's
the
why you
bearded-
brought. Okay,
Smart,
hold
yeah.
on a second. I have to defend myself here.
Okay.
I just happen to
Defend? It
think.
wouldn't be the worst thing in the world to like Eric
Yeah,
Schwartz. There's no defend there.
Well, it's not like it's the
if he
worst
called you
thing. that-
racist, you would defend it.
Well, it's not that I'm saying it's a worse thing, but it's like it's weird when it's. Anyway, what I'm trying to say is
Yeah.
that I just really think you're very funny, and every comic has their own comics that they like, and they have their friends that are comics, and then there's always a comic that they're not really friends with, that they don't really know, who does something totally different than them,
Yeah.
that they're just like, I like them as a fan, and that is how I feel about you. I like you as a fan. And
you.
like I really
I
think
thought
your
it was a
stuff is
cute
good.
little thing that we
and
could
you're
talk about.
Jewish, and you're kind of cute, and you
Your
know what I
parents
mean.
would approve.
Oh my
Right.
God, they'd be so
You know?
they'd be kvelling, they'd be so
You
happy.
could totally
but
bring him home.
yeah, but this is awkward now because I was dating Ari's really good friend for 2 years, so now you've made it completely
Oh,
weird.
Well, you're not
Man.
dating him now. What do you just
Yeah, but-
expect you never to date again? I mean, we
been
got
over
a
months.
attractive Jew that has talent next to
It's
you.
I'm glad you said Ari's friend because I was
I
like,
thought she was going to say Ari.
I know,
Ari,
I'm like,
that would
oh
be
my
so
God.
Roll
funny.
with it.
Yeah,
It's funny.
Oh
no,
my God.
hey, I take that. Thank you for that huge compliment.
that was actually 2 compliments.
It's so many
Because
compliments.
me
that
liking you is a compliment.
It is.
I'm thank you. That's all. I'm just gonna leave it here.
Okay.
Thank you.
Do you feel a little bit like flushed in the face right now?
Yeah. I'm a
Okay,
little
good.
embarrassed. I
'Cause if
sat
you
back-
don't,
I sat back in the couch.
I debated whether I should bring it up or not.
How
No, you
long
didn't.
did
You
you debate? You
fucking-
knew it
you
just came right out of your mouth.
scheduled.
There's
You
no
scheduled
debate.
us together for that reason.
No.
Oh,
Yes, you
I thought
did.
I thought you just
I
said
did-
it.
I
thought you
wanted
said it,
Jewish
earlier
people.
today. When
No,
he,
he's known for a long time.
Oh.
Yeah, it's been a
well, I
while.
would tell you.
He's
Yeah.
the
Very
matchmaker.
long- Yeah.
Yeah.
Monarch the matchmaker.
Yeah. That's all I am.
It just, we all have our, I don't know. Anyway, whatever.
Thanks. Let's hold hands for the rest of the
No, I
podcast.
can't.
Okay.
It's too intimate. The honesty's too much.
Sometimes when we touch.
P.S. I apparently am the only person who has never seen or heard of the Manny Pacquiao version of Sometimes When We Touch.
I haven't heard about this.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
I
Oh, it's his.
I haven't
yeah.
seen it.
Because I've been temping at which is I can't believe I admitted that, but I've been temping at AFM, which is the SAG for musicians. It's the Federation for Musicians.
Right.
So we go through all of these like different files. I'm filing different contracts right now, and I found this contract. The artist was Manny Pacquiao, and I was like, "Are you kidding me?" And it's Sometimes When We Touch, and then I went on YouTube and I found it. And it's literally, I guess he's like a karaoke fanatic.
Right.
And he laid down tracks of these cover songs. And Sometimes When We Touch is one of them.
That's
Nice.
funny because he's sensitive because when he touches, it's a punch to the face.
That's true.
Yeah.
Yeah, the honesty is more than too much.
Sometimes when we punch.
So I wanted to hit up. Sorry, guys, that is funny. I have to
No,
listen to
it's
that.
stupid.
I would look
Okay.
it up, but it doesn't sound like it would be something we should look up.
No,
Why
it's not that
if they would play
interesting.
instantly, it'd be funny because we laugh at his Chinese accent from the Philippines.
Yeah. I will check it out.
It's
so
Filipino.
awesomely racist.
It's Filipino.
So, anyways, Ari,
Yes, sir.
you're one of my favorite comics.
Oh.
Not that these two aren't also. Don't give me
But
that.
no
look,
crush,
Danielle.
no crush at all. Just,
there's no
just
crush.
like
Who's
my
got a
comedy.
crush on Ari?
I don't know, but I wanted to tell you. Do you know how we met?
Yeah, we looked across the room from each other and instantly knew. There was
You don't
something
remember
special
though,
there.
right?
Hold on, let me think of how I knew we met.
All right.
Yeah, it was like the fourth time you asked me to do your show. I came in and said, "Hey, I'm here." And you're like, "Oh, nice to meet you, finally."
Yeah, that was
'Cause
it.
before those, I'd come in to do them and just like ignored you and said, "I'm better than this."
No, I was at. We went to go see Joe Rogan at the Ice House, and my buddy Steve it was just me and my buddy Steve, and he's like, and you opened up for him, and dude, you killed it that night at the Ice House,
Oh,
and my
nice.
buddy Steve was like, dude, he's funnier than Joe Rogan, and I was like, he is fine. I'm gonna try to get him on a show, and then I like contacted you, and then
I'm easier to get on a show.
yeah.
Hey, I will say that I do have kind of a crush on your styles, Ari, because you fooled me. You know what I mean? Like when I first saw Amazing Racist,
Yeah, what'd you think
I was
an
like,
asshole?
I know this guy. This guy's yeah. I've hated you for a minute. I really hated you for
I
a minute.
love that.
And like, then I saw you at the Comedy Store, and I asked you about it, and you reassured me, like, no, dude, it's a joke. And then I was like, that's pretty fucking genius.
It
dude.
took me a while to realize that, like, when a comedian does something
Yeah.
ridiculous, and you're like, "What a jerk!" Then you have to. It took me a while to learn it. You're like, "Oh, this is what they do. They
Yeah.
do ridiculous things."
Yeah.
So let me give them the credit to say they're joking.
Right.
Like
Yeah.
whenever somebody comes in the Comedy Store and they're like, "Why is that guy acting so weird?" You're like, "No.
What a dick.
He's a comic trying
Yeah.
to do a joke, good or
Right.
bad, but that's what he's going for."
Yeah.
Yeah, it took me a long time to learn that about comics.
A lot of times it does represent them, though.
What an asshole. Yeah.
You know, like it's part of them usually. I mean,
Yeah. Well, I find racial humor funny. So
Yeah.
Yeah.
that's
So
that.
I have a crush on Eric. Eric has a crush on Ari. You have a crush on Ari. No one has a crush on me, and I'm the only one who has tits. in here.
You're a pretty girl. We all have a crush on
we
you.
all have
Can
crushes.
But we
someone have a
can't-
comedy crush on me? Like can anyone have a crush on my set? That's all I really
I
want.
love your set.
out
I
of
love your
life.
set.
I've only seen your comedy time. I'm
Oh,
joking.
stop
I'm
it.
joking, I'm joking.
Oh, nice callback. That was good.
joking.
That was good.
Nice.
That was good.
I've lost jobs because of Google too.
Really?
When I book a commercial, sometimes they book me, and then they're always like, "Oh, we wrote the part out," and I'm like, "No, you didn't.
You
fucking-
saw The
you
Amazing
fucking Googled me
Racist.
and found the Amazing
Right.
Racist, and did the same thing Eric did." I'm like, "What an asshole! I can't hire this guy. He's just
Do
a
you
dickwad."
still have control over the video though?
Nope,
Oh, you don't.
nope. It's
Oh,
just
really?
out there.
It's
Yeah, it was
good.
supposed to be just for a DVD, but then it was one of those first things that got ripped to the web.
A DVD from where? For
National,
your
National Lampoon's DVD.
Oh,
like a
so they
sketch
have
DVD.
rights
Huh.
to it.
To those things, I guess it wouldn't be National Lampoon's. They just lended their name to it.
Oh wow.
Whereas someone else has the rights to the actual videos.
It's a good thing Subway didn't find that.
I've been asked about it before on shoots, and I'm like, "Oh fuck."
Yeah.
Sometimes
What's
they,
your sense of
yeah.
humor?
Yeah, sometimes I had casting call me. I was up for a Disney show, and casting called me and told me I needed to take all my Just Sex videos down,
Oh really?
which was nice of them because I took it down and
Oh,
I got
yeah.
the job. But
Oh,
you know,
yeah.
that could have definitely cost me. I mean, if you think about it, it makes sense. It's like you can't go on a kids show
Right.
and then be like, "Oh, who's this
Let's research
nice
this
improv
level.
actor?"
Because
Yeah.
they will do. They will do the the kids will do the research and they'll find this crazy stuff. And
Or
they'll
the
be like,
parents,
Oh,
you
yeah.
know.
That's Danielle
It
Stewart.
takes one dad to be like, "She's kind of cute. What's up with her?"
Yeah, yeah.
You know what I mean? Because of course that's what would happen.
Do
But
you
if you're,
still?
if you're 12, you know how to use the internet. You know how to find all this stuff. They're gonna jerk off. You talk.
Are 12-year-olds watching Disney? I
I
feel
remember
like
those
that's
Just
kind
Sex
of
Yeah.
things. Those were
Yeah.
dark.
They are. Yes.
they?
They're
Those are like
Disney.
out
yeah.
there.
Yeah, they do. They have hip shows on Disney now.
They're
for
like
kids.
9 to 14 is their demo.
Yeah. Do you still do The Amazing Racist? No, right?
I just did some more actually.
Oh, did you?
Yeah.
And do you do? It's Just Sex TV still, or is that over?
No, I stopped doing it because of
The Disney
basically
thing?
that. Well, I was stopping it before that because I had a lot of hits on my videos, and YouTube wouldn't partner me because of the content, and I felt like that was
the point.
That was the man. Yeah. And I was like, forget it.
Yeah.
One day I'll have traffic to my site and I'll do something on my own, or I don't know. It's not. I'm not that passionate about it that I don't.
That it matters.
Yeah.
Yeah. And you, what's your latest video? You seem to have a new video every month
Yes.
or two, right?
I have one coming out tomorrow.
Oh.
But the one I did 2 weeks ago is a parody of the Jay-Z and Kanye West Paris song.
Mm-hmm.
And I took, my favorite Parisians, the people from the movie The Artist, the Oscar-winning artist, and I put actors from Paris.
You got them to do.
No,
what?
I did it. I dressed up.
Oh,
as,
okay.
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah.
It's like, what?
It's black and white.
How are you getting this stuff?
No, I did an impersonation of him, and it's basically like them doing a rap video. The movie, The Artist, doing a rap video, and he's like, "That's not crepe. That's a crepe." French.
Nice
stuff.
Nice.
And then the one tomorrow is my newest fashion trend, polo with a bolo. It's a parody of The Motto by Drake.
How many videos have you done?
Oh man, I think on my YouTube I have like 80.
Holy crap! And they're all videos with like rap songs?
No, I'd say like 60 of them.
Jesus.
50
are
to 60 of them. Yeah.
videos like that high production value?
I try to like
Wow.
keep it.
Yeah,
up.
are there
I
any
try to
just
keep
you?
it up.
Are there any just you in front of a webcam saying?
Yeah,
"Guys,
some of the
crazy
stuff
movie."
is some. I actually did a series for J-Date. Huh?
Really?
Yeah, and so it's like I'm out in the street, man on the street type thing. And then I did.
Trying to find the ugliest
That's
women
great.
possible. So you look Jewish.
Hey,
We have a bunch of people in the chat room, by the way, guys.
hey, what's up, chat room?
That's
Ian
great.
just said, Danny Stew taught me a lot in my teen years.
Oh,
I don't know who
How old
that
is he now? He's probably
His
22.
name's just Ian.
It just says Ian. Yeah, it doesn't say.
Oh, that's great.
And then Punny Guy put, have you found their audiences have a shorter attention span than them 4 years ago? Well, we've only had 4 episodes, so I'm not sure about that one.
Comedy audiences, I think.
22. Ian's 22. He's actually listening and
I got
replying to this. Yeah. It's
Wow, I like that.
Yeah, our
In your
first
teen
interaction
years.
with a.
When were those Just Sex things?
I started Just Sex in 2009.
Okay, well, 4 years ago.
What is
3
that?
years ago.
Just
he
Sex?
was 19.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was a channel on YouTube. It was called It's Just Sex, and I did 2 kinds. First I did 10 videos of like me interviewing different comedians. Ari was one of the comics, just about different sex topics, and then I turned it into just me in front of a webcam talking about different sex topics.
In your bed with lingerie. Not that I've seen it.
I mean, I wasn't really wearing lingerie. I would wear like sort of sleepy, tank
Right.
top, stuff like that, but it would only be from like here up.
Right.
And I would be like, talk about different issues with sex.
Gotcha.
so why wouldn't YouTube partner you? It didn't sound like it's like real racy. Or
No, it wasn't.
YouTube
I don't
lazy.
know. It came at a bad time. I think that they had partnered a whole bunch of other people. Like there's a woman that precedes me named Karma Sutra, I think her name is.
Yeah.
And she is no offense, but she's like not very attractive, and she is kind of heavy.
You have to stick with it, Karma.
And
Sutra.
but she talks to me. She's just as dirty as I am. Like she talks about sex toys and whatever, but she was a pioneer, so they partnered her based off hits. And I think once I applied for partnership, they were getting more choosy about it. Also, they were starting to do their own.
YouTube is oddly Christian too.
Yeah.
Not
Are
like
they?
Christian, but like what's the other word? Conservative.
Conservative.
Yeah.
Ah.
Where all the Amazing Race stuff they always took down. Just they don't have a sense of humor about certain things.
My Gassy and Bloated song got flagged for
Flagged?
community standards.
Yeah.
But if you haven't seen it, it's like my pants blow off and it's blurred, and I'm wearing some underwear
Skin
under it,
color,
but you
yeah.
can't see it. But we blurred it out.
And that got flagged.
They got flagged. It's obviously like if their community standard says anything like that people would get turned on to or something
Right.
like that. And I'm like, dude, if you're getting turned on to that.
Oh, really?
Anything
Yeah.
people... Well, no, they have blurred stuff.
Yeah.
Wait a minute. Anything that people would get turned on to. This is
I
what
know.
drives me
I
crazy.
know.
We are in a world. I'm so
always show
fired up
bikini
about
girls.
this.
I
We're in
know.
a world where
What?
we can get on. We can talk about. Someone could go on a thing and be like, "I shoot up heroin into my veins. I blow my veins up with heroin, and I smoke crack, and that would be fine."
You can't give the kids boners.
Yeah, God forbid we talk about something everyone's doing. Sex. Oh my God, I'm so angry.
I
at
run a
Christians.
Facebook page, just stand-up comedy page, and it has like 32,000 people on it. And I put up a picture recently. It says, "Doesn't it suck when the thumb, your boyfriend's thumb makes you look like a tranny, and it's a guy with his hand around her waist, and his hand is like this holding a beer right near her stomach, and his thumb sort of looked like a penis.
Yeah.
So it's a funny little poster. They took it down and suspended me for 3 days. Wow. Yeah, like I think if anyone complains, they're just like the.
I think that's what it is. I think it's anyone complains,
man.
and then certain people have the power. I remember after we were on Opie and Anthony, and we did this thing
Right.
called the Baby Bird, where it was like an eggnog drinking contest, and people started barfing into like Fruit Loop bowls and eating it, and making other people eat it, and then barfing right on other people's mouths. It was gross. But it was up for like 2 days, and then it got taken down. I remember the O&A people saying, like, no, those are just Stern fans flagging us, but we know the YouTube people, so we'll get it put back up.
Right.
Because as soon as people complain, I think it's like if there's 3 complaints, they say, just take it down.
Yeah.
But there's nowhere to say, hey, can you please look at this? Because that's just ironic, or my balls were actually tucked behind me, or whatever it is.
Yeah, but that's only if you complain. Like there was a guy who took a bunch of my Just Sex videos, ripped them. There was a point in time with YouTube where you used to have control over, like no one could get the video unless you were like some crazy techie who could rip it.
Yeah.
But then they started
everyone
adding
can.
this thing where you can download it, which I guess I wasn't freaking aware of that. Anyway,
Keep
somebody
it,
ripped, or save it or whatever.
few of them.
Keep
Save
it's
it.
not as good anymore, right? You can't do it for Max or something?
I only have a PC, and I've grabbed a few videos.
Anyway, somebody
I have
took
an iPhone.
ripped
Okay,
a
that's
bunch
fine.
of my videos off and then like meshed them together and did voiceover basically like I'm a whore, like, you know, completely like, you know, and it was awful. And so I wrote to YouTube because I was like, somebody is stealing my
Content.
You should get rid of this user, block this user. Nothing.
Yeah.
They didn't do anything to him, and it's like you're stealing content, which is the whole major thing.
If you threaten litigation, that's the way to do it.
I think I
wow.
did. I
Really?
think I did.
If you get like letterhead or an email from a what's it called? My friend did that when he had to sue some agent to like give him his money earlier, and they wouldn't respond, and then he was like, "Just so you know, we're taking action until instantly everything done."
Brian,
But
can you
everything's
make
like
some
that for everything.
letterhead?
Yeah, I'm
Actually,
Can you make
whatever
some
you need,
letterhead?
Danielle.
We need it on that kind of raised, you know, where it's kind of raised,
Oh.
the little thing.
This is going to get expensive.
Well,
somebody
I'll
works in a
take
law
care of that
firm,
in
right?
printing.
Okay.
Yeah, we'll make it Monarch, Shaffir, and Schwartz.
That sounds
Monarch,
scary.
Shaffir, and Schwartz.
Nobody will mess with that.
And then
Yeah.
they're just like, "Oh, let's take it down," because like these people mean business.
Yeah.
Sucks. That's the only way to get
I
it
need
done.
letterhead that says I mean business.
YouTube must get 1 billion letters a day
A
saying,
billion.
"Marcy shouldn't have putting that video up. Can you please have her take it down? She talks shit about me."
I mean, I don't care if somebody's
like,
going
how
to
do they
talk shit.
decide?
It's just you're stealing my content.
Yeah, that shouldn't
that's
be
not
allowed.
right.
Yeah, that
Legally,
shouldn't be
shouldn't
allowed.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Totally.
But anyway,
So, Ari, I wanted to hit you up about drugs. You
I love
seem
drugs.
I know that. You seem to be one of the people that is more than open to talking about it on your podcast.
I don't care at all. It
You
doesn't
have
seem
a
like a big
tab.
deal. It's just like Danielle with sex. It's like, what are you talking about? We're all doing it. Who cares?
yeah.
Yeah. A lot of people just don't like to have their name associated.
Cokeheads don't like it.
Yeah.
Cokeheads are the worst. Cokeheads are the most fucking silent, quiet people about it. They get mad when you accuse them.
Yeah, it's actually
ever get
Tebow
back into
always
coke?
says it's the first the first drug you lie about.
Yeah.
You know, which is like, yeah, I did coke and I was never ashamed of it. Once you're
Most cokeheads, though, they always talk.
if they're addicted, usually they come ashamed of it. But
Yeah.
when you're doing it just for fun, I don't think, because it's like, oh, it's fun. It's kind of like you wouldn't, you know.
Yeah. You know, when I was making your website and you're like, you know, can you add a tab for my podcast or whatever? You add a tab for videos, he has a tab for drugs. Like,
Oh wow!
I never
That's
filled it up, but I
great.
thbut I'd write more stuff about drugs. But I didn't. So
but not using it that much?
No.
You're not using
There's
drugs.
things I
You're not
talk
using
about
drugs.
I don't
He's
do
not using the tab.
specific.
Oh, I'm not sure.
Yeah.
The
Well, he's-
drugs he's using.
Yeah,
Yeah, he's
Okay.
too fucked up on drugs to get it done.
Oh, but I should say this: Shroomfest is. I plan an international mushroom festival every year. And
That's
it's
great.
July 21st, 22nd.
I've heard you
23rd.
talk.
Oh,
I
it's
didn't know
my
you play.
birthday weekend. How
Very nice.
apropos.
Oh, he'll put a
We're
candle
close
in
to
one
your
of
I think
body
you're
your-
allowed to
mitzvah.
relapse for that.
What?
We're close to your bat mitzvah anniversary as well. We used
I
to
thought
do
we
a
already passed it.
June, yeah.
Yeah, June.
We used
do
to have a
bat
show
mitzvah
every
show.
every
My
year.
June 19th, I think, is or June 17th is
No,
my
it's like the 9th.
anniversary of my bat mitzvah.
Okay.
When did you have it? When you were 13?
Yeah, 12.
12.
Oh, 12.
Yeah,
Oh,
girls
you-
have it when they're 12.
Oh, you can.
Because they mature sexually faster.
I don't know. It's just girls are
Is that
12,
true?
guys are 13. Yeah.
Absolutely.
Didn't
I
know
mean,
that.
women are actually closer to being women when they have their bat mitzvahs. Guys are like.
I mean, I
we
was
still-
full on had
we're
2
still-
pregnancy scares by the time my
Yeah.
bat mitzvah
God.
came around. No, I'm joking.
It's like I could see
When I was
that.
9 and 10.
No,
Yeah.
no.
Possible.
So, what are your favorites?
Drugs?
Yeah, mushrooms.
Oh, I don't like
and-
to use words like favorites, but I like mushrooms a lot. I like pot a lot.
I've never done mushrooms, and everyone tells
LSD
me
is
I
good.
should.
Oh, do it for Shroomfest.
Mushrooms,
Sunday,
it's
Monday.
very, very good.
They're
Have you
very
done mushrooms,
safe.
Eric?
I've never tried any
What?
drugs.
Really?
Ever. Not even pot.
Including booze?
Wow.
I've drank a little bit. I don't drink really.
Yeah.
I mean, like every once in a while, I'll have like a drink if it's like at a wedding or something. But
What are your
I've-
vices? You must have a vice.
Yeah,
I would say if any vice, and this is gonna sound stupid, but work. Yeah.
So you're a workaholic? Okay,
Yeah,
but
I mean,
you
yeah.
don't like compulsively jerk off to porn or anything, or
Not
like
compulsively. Not
That's why.
compulsively.
Remember that time we hung out, Eric?
Not compulsively.
Remember the time we hung out? Oh yeah, it's never happened.
Yeah,
We
right.
work all the time.
Okay. Exactly.
We have
no.
polar opposites here.
I hate work.
No, that's yeah, but you don't not work. You
I
work
never work.
You work.
I push myself so hard to work like 3 hours a week.
Well, okay, but you're working. You
Yeah,
have
but
stuff
comedy
going
doesn't
on
count
in
as
your
work.
life.
Comedy does not work.
But it generates
it's
an
just-
income.
yeah, I guess
well,
so.
that's what work you're talking about. You're not talking about like what are you talking about?
Oh yeah, I guess so.
Yeah, he's
Well,
not
no,
finding
I'm talking about
favors.
like doing my videos,
Yeah,
recording
that's
songs,
exactly. It's the
like
same
comedy,
thing.
And
comedy
you like
work.
that stuff, right?
You know what? I sometimes want to take a break and like maybe go on a vacation. That'd be awesome. But then the whole thing about comedy, whenever you book a vacation, that's when you're gonna book work, right?
Yeah, but
Yeah.
I've been thinking about that lately. My friend
Yeah.
Catherine from college she's had some picture on Facebook from Hanoi.
Yeah.
I was like, damn, that's cool. I was like, what are you there for? She goes, it's a short life, Ari. You
Yeah.
gotta live it.
Yeah,
I
but
was
it's
like,
true.
Can
It
I-
is true.
And then also, if that's true, you should immediately book a plane ticket.
Yeah.
Because if that's all it's going to cost you to book a job, then great.
Right, exactly.
You know what I mean?
I
That's
should
a
like
for-
schedule
yeah.
out my whole
Exactly.
whole
You
year.
should just be traveling every week.
I want to take a road trip to Mount Rushmore.
Oh, see, I would love. There's some stuff in America I haven't seen. Like I haven't seen Mount Rushmore.
Yeah.
That'd be
When's the last
awesome.
time you went
I'm
on a
not
road
really
trip? Have you guys
interested.
done a road trip?
I
ever?
have. Oh, yeah.
They're
I
fun.
love it.
Danielle's like,
Little
I've
bit,
seen it
yeah.
on the internet.
Well, I didn't go. I've driven across country, but I didn't go the northern route. I went the southern route. But
So when's Shroom Fest?
July-
July 22nd, 21st, 22nd, 23rd, 2012.
And what is it? Is it like at a place?
It's
or is it just-
everyone in the world. It's more like St. Patrick's Day or Christmas.
Oh, it's a holiday you've
It's
invented.
a holiday.
Oh, I thought you were like making a festival and organizing things.
No, it's just all over the world. People last
everybody
year-
agrees to do shrooms that weekend.
Why don't you pick a
basically.
day instead of a weekend? Then it
Because
could be like 420.
people don't
They
want.
can't get it together.
Yeah, it's hard because you got to spend a lot of time doing that shit. And if you
Mm.
got a wedding or something, like do it tomorrow. If you got finals,
Gotcha.
that's
Somebody
why it's
told-
Saturday, Sunday, and Monday.
If
for
you're a
the
comic,
for the
do it all
comedians.
weekend.
Monday is for the comedians. So if you're working, don't
Somebody
worry.
told me that this one friend of mine who's kind of like hippie-ish. She said, "You should do mushrooms because it will put you in touch with the world. You'll see things that you never saw before."
Coincidentally, Punny Guy just asked Ari, how has mushrooms improved your comedy/writing?
It takes my ego away from me. I can see myself from an outsider perspective.
Joe Rogan always
So I
talks
can
about
see
that
the
DMT.
hypocrisies that I'm doing. and committing.
DMT, yeah.
DMT, have you tried that, the DMT?
I've not come across it. But the last like 6 months, I've been like looking for it.
Oh, it's not
What
that
is
hard to
it?
find.
Well, looking for it, I mean real casually. Like,
I
if
feel
Like
somebody
people who
mentions
had
I have
it?
a bunch of DMT, I'm like, can I have one of those?
I feel like if you're friends with Joe Rogan, you can get it. Doesn't he do it?
I don't think. I think he's done it like twice, and it's been like a long time.
What is it?
Like you go in this deprivation.
It's-
From what
no,
I've heard,
no, it's not a deprivation tank.
you,
It's
well,
a
I
different
thought
thing.
he said he did it. In a
It's like an
deprivation.
allergy or something medication, isn't it?
No,
No.
it's what your brain actually produces.
It's in the
Weeds produce
pineal
it.
gland.
Yeah,
Every,
Yeah, but
every
what, it
living
comes in
creature.
a pill, right?
you can smoke it.
I don't know how it
I just saw
comes.
a documentary on Netflix about it. And
Chris Neff was dating a girl who was addicted to it. That's all I
Addicted
know.
to
Neff
it?
was trying
Yeah.
to hook up with a girl who was.
No, he had a full-on girlfriend
Oh,
for a
really?
long
When
time
was
who had
that?
a problem with it a couple
it's
years
the,
ago.
It's the
Pre-
drug your
9/11?
brain releases that makes you dream, and you can
Oh.
do this while you're awake.
It's the stuff
Lucid
that's
dreaming.
This the stuff. It's different than that. It's stuff that's released before you die, when you start hallucinating.
Whoa.
Yeah, and you can get it and do it. I've never done it. I can't really talk about it that much. The
Yeah.
mushrooms are great though. You should consider doing
You
it.
know what my theory about mushrooms? Because
Yeah.
I've been watching Ancient Aliens.
Yeah.
Maybe mushrooms were put in the earth to make people see, like they look kind of like alien heads, and then maybe they were put there by aliens.
In order to let us see them.
To
Oh,
let
yeah,
us
that's
see-
possible.
Maybe I
Dude,
don't know.
you sort of communicate with God.
I
If
have
you take real deep trips.
yeah.
I'm kind of
exactly.
curious about your whole mentality. Like, do you know that you'll never do a drug, or do you think maybe I will
I think
someday?
I kind of have pot thoughts without taking it.
Here's
like
the
that
problem.
last one.
Yeah. Here's the
I
problem
don't
with
know.
streaks. Anytime you go on a streak like that, you're like, I've never taken drugs. Now you like owe that streak something.
Exactly.
So you can't do it.
I'm like, I gotta live up to it. You know?
But why? It's just something you did when you were 10. You said, I'm not taking drugs today.
I think I've been affected by weed once because I used to DJ in Jamaica.
Yeah.
And they had a DJ booth. and they
You
were
were
like,
in Jamaica and
I
you
know.
didn't
I
smoke
know.
weed?
In Jamaica?
I know.
That's a slap in the
like
face.
smoke
He's
any
like,
any
at my
kind
show
of.
in Amsterdam, it was fun, but
Yeah.
we didn't.
I did go to Amsterdam too. Yeah.
You didn't do any drugs?
I didn't know.
Did you fuck a hooker?
No, I went for a run. No, because that's why I do athletic stuff and like I don't want to smoke anything first of all.
Right.
And then in Jamaica though, there were like people were smoking in the DJ booth. And then like a half an hour later, I got dizzy and then hungry. So
you got
I think I
contact high. That's probably what it
I
is.
did.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know. I personally, I've always loved mushrooms, but ecstasy to me is
your
the
thing?
perfect drug ever
Ecstasy's
created.
But you had a problem with it, you said, didn't you? And like,
No, it's hard to have a problem with ecstasy. It's like having a problem with mushrooms. They're not. You don't really have problems with.
didn't it
those
kind of
of
screw you up a
drugs.
little?
No,
though?
some
Like
people
it-
do ecstasy way too much.
Yeah, I did a lot of ecstasy where I think that I have messed up the serotonin levels in my I can't get serotonin on a regular basis, so I ended up having to be on antidepressants.
Yeah.
But I think I probably needed to be on antidepressants anyway, but I was using so many drugs and drinking so much that I
I'd
didn't
say
know.
that shoots holes in your serotonin level if you take
Yeah.
so much that you can't repair it like naturally.
I've done about 50 hits of ecstasy in my life, which is not
I think the major problems.
unruly,
Yeah, I think the
but-
major problems when people did like 3 hits every Friday and every Saturday.
No, I would
And then
do.
it
I've
became,
never
like-
done more than
Yeah.
3.
I was under
but
the impression you did it like what he was saying, like every like.
I did ecstasy every Thursday and Saturday night for probably a couple of years.
Oh, jeez.
Yeah.
What do you mean 50 times?
Well, let's see. That's twice a week.
That's
so
101 year.
50. Yeah, so maybe it wasn't every single week, but
Oh,
it
okay.
was a lot. I don't think it was more than 50. I don't remember now because it's been so long, but I remember somebody asked me once and I tried to count it. But it certainly isn't too much more than that.
Right,
You
it's
know?
not like
Whenever I used to
250.
go with my friends to Vegas and they'd always want to go nightclubbing, and I didn't realize what it was early on, but I realize now I'm an introvert. Those things weren't fun for me.
Right.
But I felt like I had to go out with them because that's the thing you do. You go to these nightclubs. And they were just so painful for me and annoying. Couldn't hear anybody, so all my fucking skills were gone because I couldn't talk and make jokes. And then once I figured out, I just take some ecstasy. And then it made it so much more fun.
It's so fun.
It's actually a pleasurable experience.
I love it. I never liked house music or.
Until then.
Oh yeah, exactly. I was like, and now when I hear house music, which I don't really like, but if I hear it, I start to get the ecstasy feeling. I'm like, okay, you know what I mean?
Yeah, I love drug
It's like
flashbacks.
sense memory.
I've done it once. I've only done weed and I did ecstasy once, and that's it.
Maybe that's why I never got into it because I was the DJ at the party.
So you saw the behavior.
And I saw no, not that I wanted that. My high was like making. I thought I was making people have fun, but now I find out it had nothing to do with me.
Right.
Well, no, it does.
helps.
It does.
You really help their good time.
No, if you're
yeah.
on E or mushrooms and there's not the right environment, it will change the entire experience.
Yeah,
So
it's
actually,
like-
you're an integral
if you
part of it.
compare ecstasy to a really nice BMW,
Yeah.
you, the DJ, is a freshly paved road.
There we
Yes.
go.
It makes
Nice.
it way
I
more
was
fun.
doing my construction. Oops.
So I was told that if you're going to do it, go to the desert or be outside. Like, what is?
It
Mushrooms?
doesn't matter.
Yeah, does it matter?
No, it doesn't. I've done hallucinogens at a UFC. I've done them in
Yeah.
nature. It doesn't really matter. A lot of people like doing them in nature.
Can you have a bad trip? Because I have a
Yes.
bad experience
Yes.
with edibles. I had an edible not a brownie, a cookie.
Mm-hmm.
Worst experience of my life. I
Yeah.
think I overdosed or something. I
Sometimes
don't
it
know.
happens.
Yeah,
it was
no.
so bad, dude. It was like.
But I think that I could be wrong. You
I'll
would
never
probably
do it
know more
again.
than me. I feel like a pot OD is different than a
It's way
bad
different.
trip on
It's
mushrooms.
way different. Bad trips on mushrooms. My friend Pete told me this once. He said he loves mushrooms. He said it was her first bad trip. He was with somebody they kind of had a little bit of a thing for, and somebody else that he wasn't really that good friends with. So he was like, "How should I act? You shouldn't have to worry about how you act.
Right.
While you're on mushrooms. You should just be free." So he's like, it was kind of bad.
yeah, they say be with friends.
Yeah.
And stuff. Yeah.
But he said even though it was a bad trip, it was awesome
Huh.
because it was still really great.
Yeah,
July
I think
21st, 22nd, 23rd. You should do it.
I
One
think
of
we
those
just
days.
have to.
Are you going to be able to supply it?
No, I'll be in another country doing them.
Where are you going to be?
Canada. I'll be doing them in Calgary and in Montreal on day 3.
I heard they taste bad and they make you poop. Is that true too?
They make you vomit.
Vomit?
They do taste bad, but not as bad as they're made out to seem.
Okay.
You
It's-
can take it really
when you
easily.
know how good they make you feel. People will be like, "Oh, I make tea. I put them in a sand." when you know how good they make you feel, you eat that shit right out. I would just be like from the bag, just get it down.
To me, it's no worse than an IPA. Yeah, I've had them where you just keep munching out of the bag.
Mm-hmm.
Just have something to wash them down with.
I thought you were supposed to take like half a cap or something. I don't know anything about this. So what do you have?
Well, here's the thing. It's like anything else. It depends on the kind of mushrooms. Like I've taken mushrooms where I've gone out dancing to a club, and then I've taken up mushrooms where I can't leave the house.
Yeah, where you fall on the ground.
I think the caps are more powerful than the stems. So if you've never done anything, I've done them before. I would say take one cap and a few stems and start there. That would be
usually if you can weigh, if you have a stamps.com account and you weigh your own stuff or any sort of drug stuff, a gram to 2 grams is good. Unless you're taking like penis envy mushrooms or something like really powerful.
Penis envy mushrooms?
Okay, that sounds amazing.
Yeah, they're great.
For girls.
They just look like penises.
Yeah, I
That's the only
guess
reason
you're
they're
right.
called that. They're just shaped like penises.
Oh my god, I'm gonna relapse right now.
They're like ecstasy too. They give you this moment of like this feeling of goodness, and you think about your friends like they're such good friends. I have to tell them.
How long have you been
And then
sober?
you call them 8.5 years.
you call them.
8.5 years.
I texted Kevin Christie. Oh, it's a long time.
Why'd you stop?
Can I put my foot up?
Quite honestly, it just my life had become really. I don't think I really had. I mean, there was some, of course. I think anybody that drinks or uses drugs on any sort of semi-regular basis has a story or a couple stories where they're like, did something stupid. I don't really think that any of my stories are that outrageous
That
where
bad.
it's like, yeah. But I just didn't, it just wasn't working for me in my life. I was...
I need to come up. You just give me an
depressed.
idea. I need to come up with I was so sober stories. Like, oh, dude, I was
Yeah.
so sober. I ran a 10K in 40 minutes.
Yeah.
You should make a new rap.
Yeah, I was
should.
so
I'm so
sober. Yeah.
Nice.
Oh, sobriety.
Why do they always
interesting.
do that for sobriety with like point to your lowest moment, and that's why you should quit drugs? But I'm like, there's low moments about almost everything.
Yeah.
You should quit fucking girls because I've had terrible low moments with
Yeah.
breakups.
Well, people's bottoms,
Yeah.
like so to speak, like you can get like 3 DUIs, and other people are like, "Isn't that a bottom?" And like that person might be like, "No, it's not." Like they don't. It depends on the kind of life you're leading, and
right.
friends you have. That. Some people's bottoms can just be waking up one day and like, shitting your pants before you get to the bathroom. And that's not really that dramatic of a thing, but for you, that could be the final straw,
I had a bottom in La Jolla once where I slept in the big room there, in the condo.
I've never been to the condo.
Really?
Mm-mm.
Oh, wow. Well, it's a fun.
I'm afraid I won't come out the same.
Have you been there?
I've never been there.
It's a 2-room apartment pretty much, and one room has one like queen size bed, and the other room has 2 single beds. So you don't want to sleep in the small room. You want to sleep in the big room. That's where if you're gonna get laid, people are like, all right, you can take the big room.
Okay.
So the other person doesn't have to be 10 feet away from you.
So wait, you were a bottom?
No.
Oh, okay. I'm like, what?
But I woke up. We went down there on Thursday night, and we all drank or whatever. And I woke up on Friday morning, and there was barf next to me in the bed. And I was like, motherfucker. And I called whoever was there the last week, and I was like, who stayed here? And it was KT Tatar. I'm like, did you fucking barf? He goes, oh, I didn't even sleep there. And then I called Whitney. Because like she stayed there one night and she goes, no, I don't. No, what do you mean? No.
Whitney Cummings?
Yeah.
Huh.
It was like the 2 of them, and then I realized it's me. I barfed in my sleep and forgot about it.
Oh my
and
God.
that just seems like the way some people die.
It doesn't seem. That is.
Yeah. So it's like
Yeah.
this is a danger zone that I have never been in before. I have no memory of it.
Oh man.
I probably just like bleh, and just came right back and just
Yeah.
slept next to it.
What were you on?
Booze.
Oh, just booze.
Yeah.
I had my bottom was when I broke up with this girl,
Yeah.
and I was so sober I couldn't forget her.
Yeah, that's why I never understand people like you. They're like, you don't turn to anything.
I don't know, man. I
You
just
should do some mushroom.
I
For
start
real,
I
The
start
comedy
writing.
serial killer.
I wouldn't say it's Danielle because sobriety is a tough thing to maintain. But for
It's
you,
true.
that you're not sober, you just haven't done anything.
Yeah, I know. I don't
You should
condone
try,
that.
You should try mushrooms.
I don't look into that.
I think. Don't you think?
I really think everyone should like once a year.
Well, let me ask
Once
you
a
a
year.
question. Do you feel like having done both? Do you feel like
Both what?
it's ecstasy and mushrooms?
Uh-huh.
Do you feel like it's better to start off with something synthetic like ecstasy? Because I feel like it's a more controlled high. Like for me, I mean, I was all
Oh, like it's a specific amount you get.
and like there's really no chance of it going badly, and I don't know. I mean, I always tell everyone they should do
I
ecstasy
don't know
at
if it's
least 3
synthetic
times
or
in
not.
their
Because if you
life.
smoke pot, how badly is that going to go? I mean, I guess you can get super stoned.
No, you can get weirded out. You can
Yeah.
get paranoid.
Yeah, you can actually.
Yeah.
It's not. None of these things are addictive that we're talking about right now, right? Just
Mushrooms are not addictive.
No.
Yeah, I didn't think so.
Not at all. Ecstasy was only addictive in that I remember the first time I did it with Duncan.
It's mentally addictive.
And I was like, let's do some more now.
Yeah.
Like the next day, and he's like, relax, Ari. Relax.
Yeah, I don't
No,
think
no,
it's
the next day.
actually.
It's not chemically addictive.
Yeah,
It was
I
just
don't
so
think
much
so.
fun.
Crack.
It's so fun.
Huh.
It's so fun. I think ecstasy. You should always be that in touch with your body and sexuality. Like it changed me.
You think it's your
Ecstasy
sexuality?
changed
I
me.
just thought
For
that was a
me, it changed me. It
misconception.
allowed me to be more free. Once I was able to bring what I experienced in ecstasy into my regular sober life.
How?
Just realizing that I liked certain things, that I liked to be touched certain ways, that there was certain sensations that I had never really explored before.
In your
because
vagina? Is that what you mean?
in my body, no, in
know
my
you mean
body
that.
during sex. Yeah, I just it opened me up to a lot of things.
Oh, wow,
It
interesting.
made me more in touch with myself. I mean, I obviously overdid it, but
Yeah.
I love it.
Sounds like you're reminiscing and really.
I would do anything to do ecstasy tonight. Yes, you're right. You are right.
It's like a fucking dick.
Yes, I would do anything
some
to do
pills.
it with Eric tonight. That's true.
There we go.
Yes.
You guys should. No, you can't. do
What
it.
if Eric
Okay.
agrees to do it for the first time?
And I'll babysit him.
There you go.
I thought I babysat somebody recently on ecstasy. I thought I would totally enjoy it because I used to love doing it when I was on ecstasy.
Right.
Yeah.
When you're sober, it blows.
Any sort of
Does it?
babysitting when you're sober is annoying as shit.
fucking blows.
The ecstasy designated.
My
Oh
babysitter.
my god,
My
sucks.
first storyteller show ever, we did psychedelic stories, and in almost every one of the stories there was a babysitter. And then I realized, I'm like, the babysitter sucks. It's so
Yeah.
annoying to be like, shut the fuck up. Just shut up.
So you
Yeah.
Stop
recommend
screaming back there.
God.
you
Yeah.
recommend no babysitter when I do it. If I do
No,
it.
yeah. Do it here. Do you live here with
Or you
anybody?
could do
I
a-
live- just me and Bozoon.
Yeah, do it here. Absolutely. Go in the backyard. This is a great place to do it.
Okay.
Sanctuary. You can
I would
walk
do it
around
with
the
a
block.
chick.
Okay.
I would do it with a chick.
Cool.
If
Buff.
you like
Yeah,
somebody.
if you like them.
Do some.
All right. Well, speaking of which, who's in a relationship here? Which
I'm
of these?
some.
You're in one.
Yeah,
How's that been going?
they're pretty great.
How long?
Different one. I don't know. Just sometimes.
You're just like, I don't know.
A different person, or was it one person?
No, different people.
Oh, so you've been in one continuous relationship with 9 different people?
Yeah, just relationships.
All right.
I
don't
see.
know.
I see.
Aren't we all?
I am not in a relationship.
Nothing?
I'm in a relationship with myself.
That's a
Yes,
good
you
person
are,
to-
Danielle.
Yes.
No. No, I'm actually in a relationship.
Are you?
Yes.
Jewish girl.
No.
Did you meet her in J-Date? No, you didn't then.
How
No.
could you not be with a Jewish girl, Eric? What are your parents going to say?
She'll convert. She'll convert.
That's so stupid. Who cares about that shit anymore?
Yeah.
She'll convert so that we convince our grandparents that it's okay.
Did you meet her at a show? Or how did you-
Yes.
That's how all
years
male
That's how
comics meet.
everybody meets. You
No, male comics only.
Oh,
I've
yeah, I
never
guess
met
you're
a
right.
guy at a show. No, never.
No one's ever even kind of hit on you?
What are you
Never.
talking about? You want to TiVo
Never.
for 2 years.
Yeah, but he's a no, but
Oh,
that's
you did
another
another comic.
comic.
She's talking about
I'm
fans.
saying you never. Yeah,
Yeah.
male comics always girlfriends are always fans at shows.
Yeah, well,
Interesting.
yeah, or at least they liked you and they're willing to talk to you because of that. And then you're like, oh, who's this pretty girl talking to me? And you're at a power position.
Right.
I think I went with one girl in the last 10 years that I didn't meet at a show.
Which show was it at? Just out of
Oh,
curiosity.
this was a long time ago. The only time I ever did this room was the Downtown Comedy Club.
Yeah, I've been there
I
once.
did. I got tricked into doing it.
Which,
And,
which
like,
location? The one
It-
where it's at now?
It's an art gallery, right?
I don't know. It was in like a hotel,
Oh,
Yeah,
okay.
no,
Yeah, I
that
remember
was
that
the
one.
old
I remember
one.
that one.
That was
and
the
they hadn't
Alexandria.
finished it. Yeah, that's what it was.
Shitty
Yeah.
parking
Oh,
situation.
man, it
It
was
was scary.
Dude,
Yeah.
For Jews, it's like, ugh.
I remember making the joke of like, wow, they really don't mess around when they say Downtown Comedy Club. It's like I'm out in an alley
Yeah,
right
you
here.
look
Yeah.
up, there's build skyscrapers.
There,
yeah,
there were like it was like exposed wiring up above, and like the spotlights were work lights from like Home Depot.
So they shine
And
so hard.
I honestly like I remember meeting her, and then she actually came because she saw my stuff on MySpace of all things a long time ago. Like it's like
Wow.
5 years ago.
Is your MySpace still up?
Yeah, it's still up. I don't use it. But she came and she goes, oh, I like this guy's videos and I want to work with him because she does a lot of like costuming and stuff. She does most of the costuming and stuff for my videos and a lot of the art direction stuff. So yeah, so she came to the show and then she started coming to other shows and then we started hanging out and then
That's
it kind of
cool.
evolved. Yeah.
Nice. I'm a big fan of yours too, by the way, because
Thanks,
I
dude.
really love rap music. I really
Okay.
love old school rap music like Beastie Boys, Run DMC, LL Cool J. Yeah.
I see your poster. I
Yeah.
want that.
And you kind of, I feel like a lot of your songs. Yeah.
Isn't that cool?
Who's Houdini?
Friends
With a
how many
W.
of us
Yeah.
have them?
No, really?
Was he headlining?
Friends?
Oh no, Run DMC. He's opening. I get it.
Yeah.
Ones we can depend on.
Houdini.
Friends.
Wow, Run DMC has a special guest as Jam Master Jay.
It must have been before they were
Wow.
officially together.
Yeah.
86.
He's the one that just died?
No,
a
MCA
few-
from Beastie Boys just died.
Jam Master Jay did die though.
Yeah,
He's
a
the
few
one- yeah,
years ago though.
Yeah, years ago.
Sad. But yeah, they were my
Yeah.
favorites. And
Spectrum
I feel
Stadium?
like,
Is that the Spectrum?
I bought that on eBay. I wasn't there, but I love that poster, so I was like, I gotta have that thing. But I feel like a lot of your songs remind me of that style. That a lot of people, I don't know. I just feel
Wow, that's cool because for you to say that because I do a lot of parodies of newer songs, but
Right.
my original stuff that I'm working on right now is like I really love that era too.
Yeah, me too.
And like
Okay.
the 90 to 94 era,
Uh-huh.
like that's probably my favorite.
That's white people rap, huh?
What
Yeah.
kind of rap
That's
is
what
that?
white people get really into.
yeah, right?
Yeah.
Right, white Jews, I would say, definitely.
So what
MC
do you,
Mr. Napkins, he's on that
Oh
stuff.
yeah, right. Tribe Called Quest, all that
Oh.
conscious stuff.
Yeah.
You know.
It's just
I
a little
love it.
smarter.
I was
Yeah.
listening to NWA when you were listening to the Tribe Called Quest. They were my
I
favorite.
love Tribe
That's-
Called Quest.
Yeah, they all kind of
Are
Yeah,
they
yeah.
still together?
Arrested Development.
Arrested Development, right?
Well, yeah, they only
Tribe
have-
Called Quest, no, they split up, but
Mr.
you
Wendell.
should see their documentary. It's called Beats, Rhymes, and Life.
Because they all hated each other at some point, right? Didn't
Yeah, they didn't get
Q-Tip try
along.
to take over or something?
In the documentary, it's like he was definitely the star or something. He became the star, and then Fife didn't. He got diabetes, and it just didn't go
From
well
what?
for
Being
them.
fat and black?
Yeah, I guess.
Was he fat? That's what I mean. If you're fat and black, you're getting diabetes.
He's short. I don't
Yeah.
know. Maybe it's
Or if
genetic.
you're fat at all.
Was he fat?
He was overweight. Yeah.
Yeah. Was he
A little
black?
overweight. He is black.
Yeah.
But is
Oh,
bla-
if overweight at all, but black is more.
Oh, are
Yeah.
they more predisposed?
They're more prone
Yeah.
to it. Yeah.
Oh, wow.
We have Tay-Sex.
It's true.
Yeah.
Yeah, but
They got diabetes.
that's not. We have Tay-Sex, but who do
No
you
one
know
else
that
can
had
get-
Tay-Sex?
I don't know.
You
Yeah,
know what I
because
mean?
I've never
we
met
always have
anyone.
to get tested, right?
Yeah, and usually you die relatively young with Tay-Sex.
But that was the thing. They
right?
test you if like you don't have nobody has it because you'll die.
Right.
But if I'm a carrier, and you're a carrier, then there's like a 1 in 4 chance our kids will have Tay-Sex and die horribly before they're 10. So they're like, you guys you can't get married, or you can't have kids. It's too much of a risk.
Only if we can't we get tested for it to be a carrier or no?
Yeah. So if you're not a carrier and I am, our kids will not have it, and then there's a 1 in 2 chance that our kids will be carriers.
Oh.
Which is okay to be a carrier.
It's
Doesn't give you any-
recessive.
Do you know if you're
Yeah,
a
it's recessive.
carrier?
I do not know. I would only get tested before I married some Hebe, which would never happen. So
Why you would never? Are you never married a Jewish girl?
they're all. I mean, besides you, you know.
Are
what
you
they
just
look like.
saying that? Are you just saying that? There's a lot of hot Jews.
I know what Ari's
There's like
saying.
80
though.
of them.
There's
Yeah.
Spread out through the world.
There's like Natalie Portman.
Yeah, Natalie Portman's
yeah.
the one everybody points to.
Sarah Silverman.
Yeah.
I like Sarah. Danielle Stewart.
Danielle Stewart.
I'm here, but
I've
I
heard Danielle
appreciate
Stewart been called a hot Sarah Silverman.
Nuh-uh. Have you really?
No, but spread it now.
Yeah, put that up on Twitter.
funny.
And Sacha Baron Cohen's wife.
Oh
What, didn't she
no, she
convert?
converted.
Yeah.
Oh, she did.
Isla,
Doesn't
she
count.
converted.
Yeah, doesn't count.
No, but I know what you're saying, Ari. It is. I don't know what it is. It's
I know
an
what it is.
attitude. It's an attitude.
It's attitude, absolutely.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But also, their big noses are not an attractive.
There's
feature
also,
on
it's
people,
not even just a
and that's
nose thing.
Jewish
It's
feature.
a droopy face thing.
Uh-huh.
It's
Curly
a droopy
rat's
face.
nest hair.
Yeah. Yeah.
You guys are
And
hilarious.
it's okay on men, but it's really curly hair is not great on women. It's just that's what we decided as a world, really, right?
But some guys exclusively like Jewish girls,
yes.
like
Yeah.
Kyle Dunnigan.
And there are some guys. Oh yeah, he only dates Jewish girls.
Yeah, only dates Jewish girls.
There's some girls who will only fuck people like Brad Williams. That's called a fetish.
No, there's that.
Brad Williams
they
is a
will
midget.
only,
I know.
Yeah.
only,
Only fucking Jews. That's a fetish.
or a decent upbringing.
We're religion.
Oh, yeah, there's that.
midgets.
The opinions
No.
of the Amazing Racists are not brought to you by Comedy Bone Network.
if you
There's
like,
that too. You might be into smart girls.
if you
Jewish girls,
or
they're smarter.
pushy and entitled, like I mean, I hate to say that, but if you like pushy and entitled girls, then
Yeah.
you're gonna end up with Jews.
If you want someone to just sort of tell you what you need to do, I don't want to tell. Where should we go? Just tell me where we should eat.
I have some of those in my family.
right, right,
I have
exactly.
met some very nice Jewish girls who
There
aren't
are
celebrities,
and there are
but
some that don't fit that stereotype.
I've met more that you were saying pushy and entitled. I've seen
That's
that.
That's
I've seen
why I
that.
feel like I should be a hot commodity, and I'm not. It's
You
crazy.
are a hot commodity.
I'm really not. I'm really not.
You know where it's got to start? Right here. Boom. you're a hot commodity.
Done.
In your
Just
mind.
happened. Hashtag
Yes.
hot commodity.
What do you mean you should be a hot commodity? What is
Meaning
In her
that
mind.
if I'm a Jewish girl who's not like other Jewish girls, that's like maybe more shiksa-y, but I happen to be blood Jewish.
Yeah.
Then for a Jewish guy who wants to have Jewish kids or bring home a Jewish girl, I should be like a number one choice.
Do they all really know you're Jewish? Your name's not really Jewish, and your look's not Jewish.
No, I've been talking about it as much as possible.
She's a cute Jew that she...
Have you gone on J-Date? If
I
you put
did
your
a
picture
long
on
time
J-Date and
ago.
said, yes, I am a Jew, even though I look like this.
I did go on J-Date a long time ago, and I found that to be more like a BJ date.
Oh, really?
Yeah, it seemed like
Jewish
all the
girls
guys
don't
there,
do that.
All the guys that just want to fuck?
They either really do or really don't.
Monarch just logged in for a J-Date account.
Yeah, I just signed up.
I heard there's a lot of people who are on there just because they want to fuck a Jew.
That is basically what
they're
I
not
came up
Jewish?
against.
Yeah.
Even Jewish guys, it seems like it's very cruisy, which is weird. It's like if you're going to cruise, why are you going to go within your same religion?
Right.
You know, like who cares?
Oh, yeah, it's like you're not going to get married.
Yeah,
There's a
exactly.
difference.
It's weird.
I had a big problem when I was very religious. I was studying in a yeshiva in Israel. I remember asking a rabbi, having this problem where if I should tell my friends, my non-religious friends, to stop dating non-Jews, when that would then mean that they would date Jews, but that they would almost definitely have premarital sex. And the sin for having premarital sex with a Jew is way worse than having premarital
I
sex
didn't even
with
know
a
it
non-Jew.
was a sin.
Premarital, yeah.
And you were
In
totally
Ju-
Orthodox?
Hold on a minute. In
Yeah.
Judaism, premarital sex is a sin. We don't really have like sins, do we? Is it considered a sin? Is the sin?
Yeah, we have sins that we
Okay.
get cleansed of our
There's
sins on.
positive mitzvahs and there's negative
Oh
mitzvahs.
yeah, I
before.
guess you're right. Okay,
Do not kill.
So right,
Killing
but
is a
so premarital sex in Judaism, because I never learned that.
We don't have hell, so there's
Well,
no punishment.
Right, I know,
Yeah.
but thank you. Almost touched my boob. there.
Yeah.
I appreciate that.
Yeah, you
Almost
can't do
said.
that.
Almost
It's not exact. The main sin.
Is that only for Orthodox? I've never
That's
heard
for
that.
everyone.
That's
for
so
everyone.
weird. We never mentioned sex. Sex never came up once at Solomon Checker.
The main.
I've
the
never
ma-
heard
Oh, you went to
anything.
Solomon Checker? Where, in New Jersey?
No, in Boston.
Oh, the
Do
main
you know
sin
Solomon Schechter?
in New Jersey. We went. They're our sister school for JDS. We went to Israel for a semester with them.
Oh,
Went-
wait, where did you go? You went to yeshiva?
Jewish day school, and it was like a non-religious high school. That was my just 11th and 12th grade, and then the second semester of senior year, we go like kibbutz and just travel all around Israel.
But
We
what
meet
was
up
your
with
day
Solomon
school
Schechter.
called?
Charles E. Smith Jewish Day School.
Oh, okay.
But it was really just
okay.
Jewish Day School.
And you were Orthodox?
No, that's
that school
conservative.
was non-affiliated, but before that, and I was raised Orthodox. Before that, I went to an Orthodox. I wanted to change for
Do
senior
you
year.
do Barity Reed?
A little bit, yeah.
Oh, wow.
When did you break out of the whole Orthodox thing?
A year after I left Israel, I was in Israel for 2.5 years. First year just with my high school, second 2 years in yeshiva studying, like super religious.
Interesting.
And then I
That's
came
so
back
hot.
and went to yeshiva university, and I lost it all.
Now
What
she has
made
two
you-
crushes.
What made you decide to kind of like,
Not do it anymore?
Yeah, don't do it anymore.
I for the first time, I gave real thought to it, and I realized there was no belief inside me. It just was not there.
So you're agnostic? Or are you atheist? What are you?
Atheist. I was agnostic for a while until I realized that was just a pussy way out.
So
like,
you're
but maybe it's
you
like
have
this-
full-on faith that there is no God.
I'll tell you this. There is nothing else in my life that I will accept when the only proof for it is but maybe.
Mm-hmm.
There's zero proof. Why are we even talking about it?
Then why not be
There's
agnostic?
none.
It's a
Because
possibility.
agnostic, what do bears talk? Oh, maybe I'm agnostic for bears talking. That's never happened. There's no proof ever.
My friend Mark would love you.
And there can't be any proof because and we'll take away from the leap of faith. If there's any proof available, then the proof would have to be made available to everyone.
Mm-hmm.
And it's not.
I think the belief in God is so personal
Yeah,
to
me too.
everybody, and like I'm not saying any religion's God is the God or whatever. I mean, who knows who's right? But to me,
Higher power.
yeah, to me, it's like it takes the
the
pressure.
ocean.
Takes the pressure
Right.
off me.
Yep.
Yeah, of
If
course. It's a great,
creativity
very,
or whatever
And
doesn't
you
have
need
to
that
come from
pressure
me.
off because
Yeah,
you're
sure.
you're
Yeah.
It's
a
easy to have no
workaholic.
pressure and have no responsibility for your actions.
Right.
No, it's not
Just
about
say,
having
don't worry,
no
I'll continue to be a slave like the whole fucking black people.
No, it's not
because I'm going
about-
to heaven when I'm done, so I won't rise up for 250 years.
No, it's not about not taking responsibility. It's for like having to feel like at a certain point there's things you can't control.
Yeah, and there's
You
also
know,
there's
when you-
more stuff in there for you. It's not just this shitty life.
I feel like girls say they're spiritual a lot now. Like they don't say that they. What do you believe?
I don't believe in
I'm
God per se, but I'm very spiritual.
What does that mean?
That means you're an idiot. It means you want to be more deeper, but you can't just want it.
Right.
Well, may I say something?
Yes.
I am actually spiritual. I have a daily spiritual practice.
What
so
does that mean?
you can say that you're spiritual and not do anything, and I'll get on board with that. But I actually have a daily.
Well, that would be different then, I
practice.
guess.
Do you have a coexist bumper sticker?
What does that mean,
you know I
spiritual?
don't.
I know
That means you're into your spirit?
Meaning that you don't believe in a religion, that your that your higher power isn't like a deity or a Judeo-Christian god or something,
Right.
and that you do you do practice faith in a higher power, and you do pray and meditate, and you do feel a conscious contact with a higher power, but it's not about Judaism or
Right.
Christianity or anything like that.
So just by the contact, you feel better off, feel more whole, just by having that connection.
No, it's not about better off or whole. For me, it comes down to anxiety on a very layman level of it. I have
Just
a lot of
sets you at
anxiety.
ease.
Yeah, it just makes me feel like, I can't explain it. It sounds really kind of ridiculous.
It sort of makes sense to me. It's like checking with your family once in a while, and you're like,
Yeah.
that was nice. Just
I
spend a
have
week
to
with my
feel
family.
like I'm aligned with something, or else I feel like
Just feeling out of control.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's why God was invented.
Yeah.
Like, why put
exactly.
your pressure on you for the answer of, like, like, even if it's the voice in your head that you consider God, whatever. I mean, I think a lot of people do the same things, but we consider it, like, if it comes from a God or if it doesn't come from God or whatever.
Mm-hmm.
You know?
People place, that's God looking out for me a lot,
Yeah.
when it's just like, no, it's coincidence.
Sure.
But if you're a God person, if you're like a spiritual person, you don't believe in coincidence.
Right.
And that's their own thing.
I'm a math person.
Right, and I totally get that.
Science.
I can't believe we got into God.
I know.
So
we went from
much
drugs
taboo.
to God.
And we got off it.
I had this story where my
Drugs, religion, and God. We've talked about them all.
My grandmother lost almost all of her family in the Holocaust, and in those days, when you got separated, once you got put on the trains and pushed separate, there's no way to find somebody. If you're one town over, the chances of you finding each other are very slim.
Right.
No email, pre-phone, really. Oh, not really. Yeah, pre-phone. Nobody had phones
Well,
then.
they didn't have access to phones. Yeah.
And so she lost her family. She didn't know where they were. She found her husband afterwards in a DP camp and stuff. But her brother he was living in America. But she moved to Israel in 1949. There was no way. And then she took a trip one day. She took her oldest daughter to Poland to visit, or Romania to visit their old house. The oldest daughter was the only one to remember it. And they took a trip, and as they were like seeing this old house, it was taken away from them. They don't have rights to it. But as they were leaving, her brother was taking the same trip at the same time from America, and they reunited.
Yeah, see, to me, it's like I can't get on board
Yeah, that
with that
has to
being
be
a
God, right?
coincidence.
That has to be God.
To me.
But that's the same God who let 6 million people die and let her lose her brother for fucking 20 years.
Well, see, I don't think that God has that. It's like micromanaging like that. You know what I mean?
But he will micromanage in terms of letting meet together?
If you get, I don't know if you've ever had, and again, we're going to get into whole things, but I've had like instincts or callings or like guttural sort of like, it feels instinctual to do something,
Yeah.
and then I'll realize that like because I did that thing, it led to me getting something that I didn't even know was possible. So like sometimes I feel like that kind of thing, it's like he had an instinct to go back there at the same time she had an instinct to go back there. You know, you can go against your instincts. She could easily have not had taken that trip, or he could not have. But so where I say it's God is I say they both felt the instinct, they both decided to take the instinct, and it happened.
Yeah.
And I think there's a lot of things
It could
that
have
can
also
happen
been her
like that.
instinct was to take it 2 months later when the weather's warmer, but she goes, nah, I have a week off. I'll just do it now.
Yeah, I mean, it's the people who, like the same kind of thing where people who are like, I almost got on the plane, the American Airlines plane, but I was 5 minutes late and I missed the plane, and is that God? And it's like, or, you were just
not.
late.
Yeah. And somebody else
people
like,
did
this
get on.
motherfucker was late. I got a seat, window seat,
Right.
exit row. Fuck yeah.
It's like God is
We're
such a
flying really
personal.
close, those buildings.
It's such a personal belief that how could you try to convince somebody of that there is God? God is a personal
Yeah,
thing.
exactly. You can't.
I
If
feel
you
like
can
it's a
convince
personal
someone that there's a God,
Yeah.
then if there's a just God, he would have to make that available to everyone.
Right.
He couldn't just give you or you access to him and not everybody else.
But
Exactly.
what about
In
the
a
idea
fair world.
that whether it exists or not, about the benefits of believing
Oh no,
that
that's
it
fine.
exists?
I'm just
See,
saying
that's
there can't be a
sort of-
proof. You can't prove
Oh
it.
yeah, no, and I'm not.
I made
Yeah.
a nun quit her job once.
Really?
when I was in confirmation. And a nun
Whoa, confirmation.
confirmation. It's after your bar mitzvah.
Oh, I've never heard of that.
That's
Yeah.
a Christian thing, I thought.
No, but we had confirmation. I'm reformed. I don't know if confirmation.
You guys
Reform,
do
rethink everything.
Yeah, do you guys do prayers in
Girls
English?
sit with boys.
And what are nuns doing at the temple?
Do you do prayers in English? Reform?
No, we didn't. Well, we did some in English, but like it would more be like a translation of the Hebrew. Like we do Hebrew and then translate it.
Did you have a chick rabbi?
We did.
Do you have a guitar?
Did you have a guitarist
Yeah.
playing
Totally.
on Shabbat? And
We
an amp?
have.
It's always a female cantor playing like, now this half of the room, ma tovu. Now this half.
My temple has a deaf woman rabbi. She's deaf.
Really?
Yeah, it's wow. It's a new thing. That
Is this
you
like
never...
the rap term? Or is
let me
this...
tell you.
No,
like,
it's real. No,
that's
deaf.
funny
She's-
because the reason women can't be not rabbis, but the reason they can't read from the Torah and stuff is because you say when you're reading from the Torah, you are some sort of level of like being a judge in some way. It's like that's how they classify it. It's like you're doing it for everyone.
Yeah.
And so women can't be judges in the Torah because they're too emotional, so they can't see things correctly. Which, if you've ever watched Judge Judy, is completely correct. Not everybody, just a generalization. But they also say that it's a witness. You can't be a witness.
Yeah.
They also say that deaf people cannot read from the Torah.
Wow.
Because they are also not able to in some way. I don't know.
Well,
Fucking Jews.
I guess I still
count
have
as a minion.
I still have 2 years of sins that I gotta cleanse because she led the two Rosh Hashanah services.
Wait,
Yeah.
what nun did you have in your
Okay, so the nun story.
Jewish ceremony?
So no, she wasn't in ceremony. She came to our class, and it was like really like a comparative religions class.
Can I pause this for 1
That's
second?
so interesting.
Can you tweet comedybone.com? Somebody's saying that you have a lot of listeners.
Is this live right now?
Yeah.
Oh,
They're
cool.
talking about you guys over here. Ari and Dani are too perfect together. Uh-oh. Lovers triangle.
Did you say Ari and Dani
That's
or
what they
Eric
said.
and Dani?
Ari and Dani.
Oh, interesting.
Yeah.
Is this,
They obviously don't
is this
know us
available
very
later
well.
on iTunes?
What's that?
It's because I don't
Available
do
later
drugs.
on iTunes?
It'll be available later on iTunes.
I don't
but
do drugs either, Eric.
Comedybone.com.
Probably
It's
'cause
live.
you are in a relationship.
Ah.
And I'm also do not do comic on comic ever again.
So
I
I'll
was
have,
like,
it's
I'd
a
have to
very
quit.
bad idea.
I'd have
Why?
to quit.
Why is it such a
No,
bad
you
idea? I'm
wouldn't quit.
wondering that.
It's just
What are you, Smoothie on Twitter?
Eric Schwartz, ERICSCH.
I know how to
Keep
spell
it
Schwartz.
I forgot you went to
Real.
yeshiva. What
No,
am I
some
doing?
people are Schwartz, SWARTZ.
Really?
Yeah, I
Yeah.
knew. I grew up with one. Anyway,
Where do you, Danielle Stewart? Danny?
Dani Stew, the Dani Stew.
The Dani Stew.
That's right. Yeah, comic on comic. I mean, it's just. I guess it's different for every comedian, but for me, it's I
Brian
can't
Monarch.
have that much comedy in my life. You know, it's just it's too difficult. I gotta have like my personal life and then my work.
Your
I
last
can't
boyfriend
have-
was a comic. Did he?
That's true.
Did he introduce a lot of? Was there too much comedy involved, or was that the problem? Or
You know, it was a con. It was a con. It was a con for both of us.
Well, I think when
You
you're
know.
as you get older and comedy becomes less not important but less
Interesting.
No, it's just that it's not, you're not completely immersed in it. You're like, oh, I
Right.
can do other shit. But
Yeah.
in the beginning, comedy was like, that's it. That's all there was.
Yeah.
Your day job is just thinking about comedy, and everything's just, you know, you guys remember it.
Yes, at
Yeah.
some point.
And then it's okay to date someone that's
Yeah.
a comedy because that's all you're talking about anyway. That's all you talk about.
yeah,
That's all you think about.
yeah.
yeah,
What is
And
this
I-
site? The Comedy Bone?
it's just www.comedybone.com.
You know, at some point, either in your life or in your career, whatever, like, I guess when it became my job, I wanted to have a job, and then I wanted to have a personal life.
Right.
And when I mix the job and the personal life, it's like I can't be talking, when I'm not doing comedy, I can't be talking about comedy or other comics or blah, 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 blah. You know what I mean?
The Greg Wilson was giving Kyle Dunnigan a hard time about him dating Sarah Silverman. Like, he was just giving
He
him
dated
shit.
Sarah Silverman? Or
He's dating her now.
Currently.
What?
Like 8 or
Yeah.
9 months now.
Oh, lucky dude. She's cute.
She's doing my
Apparently-
storyteller show on Tuesday.
Oh, man.
Oh.
What's that?
Were you not supposed
Uh-oh.
to say that?
Is it?
Was that secret?
Can you beep
Uh-oh.
that out? Can you beep it out?
Well, I mean, it's live.
Well, with all 4 people who are listening
that's
to it.
good.
Just
Don't worry, it
say
only
anything.
happened right after you tweeted
I-
to all
Yeah.
your listeners.
That's hilarious.
It's probably okay.
Can I tell you my nun story?
Yes, I'm sorry.
Yeah,
All
that's
right.
all you know story.
No, because okay, so I didn't mean to make her quit, but it was like a comparative religion class in our confirmation class, and she came to talk to us about
How old are you at this point?
like 14.
Wow. Okay.
Yeah. And she came and talked to us about like how Christianity believes in hell, and like if you don't believe in Christianity, you're gonna go to hell. And I actually like talked. I raised my hand. I'm like, so you think that we're all going to hell? And she's like, yeah. She felt so bad about it that I heard like 2 weeks later that she resigned.
Crisis.
Yeah, she resigned.
It's a weird
No, but what about the
Isn't that
Jews?
weird?
A lot of Christians believe and subscribe to the idea that the Jews are the chosen people. She didn't feel that way.
I don't know.
I don't think that the Catholics agree with that, though, do they?
I know.
All my
know.
Catholic friends from home do. I mean,
I know
their
it's a
parents
saying,
do.
but I don't know if
Do they know the real
believe
rules
that.
and stuff? I know Protestants say that if you don't accept Jesus as your that died for your sins, you will not go to heaven.
My
Wow.
best
That's
friend
all there
from
is.
home, his dad is a bishop in the Boston Archdiocese, and he
Bishop Don Juan.
no a bishop.
Oh, okay.
No, a bishop. A bishop. And there's hundreds of them in the
Okay.
Boston area. But anyway, he's always told Kenny, my friend, he's like, Jews are the chosen people. They are God's chosen
Gotcha.
people. Like but so I think people who are really close, like clergymen and stuff, at least in Catholicism, do go by the letter of the law with that. But Protestants just don't. They're fucking off their rocker. Sorry, but.
They would tell me they
Mormons.
prayed for me. They prayed
Religious
for me all the time.
prostitutes. Religious Protestants are the scariest humans on this planet.
Really?
Yeah.
I found them really nice. They were like, "No, we really want you to go to heaven, so we're going to keep praying for you to find Jesus."
But those are like Westboro Church. That's all Protestant.
But those don't represent Protestants.
No,
It's
they
the same
don't.
way
But like
Madonna doesn't represent Jews.
Madonna
Yeah.
is Madonna. What do you mean
She does
Madonna doesn't
Kabbalah.
represent? Oh. I was like, what? I couldn't even figure out the thing there.
She changed her name to Esther for a while.
Out of all names you would choose, I feel like that's the least attractive Jewish female name. Like Shoshana is
Queen
like
Esther.
Esther's. Yeah, but Esther's like it sounds too close to Hester.
How about Pirchi?
Pirchi is that
That's pretty bad.
It's like
I've
flower,
never
I
heard
think, or
that.
something.
I thought you
My
were gonna say
Jewish
it's like
name is
phlegm.
Devorah, which means bee.
It's my
Deborah.
sister's name, Deborah. Yeah,
Really?
Deborah.
My Yiddish, it's Menucha Devorah, Mary and Danielle. Menucha. Menucha is actually Yiddish, but
Mine is Eliyahu Aryeh.
Eliyahu.
Mm-hmm.
Nice.
My real first
What's
name, I
yours?
guess.
Oh wait, Yitzhak?
No, I actually got mine at my bar mitzvah. That's how behind the times I was.
So all
Melech.
4 of us have been bar
Melech.
mitzvah. You've been bar mitzvah?
Yeah.
Yeah. I didn't
Melech?
know when you
Oh,
King.
quit.
interesting. What's
yeah.
yours, Brian? What's your Hebrew name?
They kind of invented it in Hebrew school, I think, for me. It was Baruch. They just said,
Like in French class, like your French name is now this.
Like,
they're like, you're Baruch.
I had a Baruch in my class.
just take the first word of every prayer.
You
Yeah,
know-
exactly.
You know what that means?
You're going to be
Yeah.
the most popular name out there.
Praise?
But we were called by
Yeah,
that
blessed
name
praise.
in Jewish day school. They call you by your Jewish name.
Yeah.
Oh, they didn't do that
Oh,
for us.
really?
Yeah. Called you your name.
But your name is Ari, right? So
yeah,
they
it
would
be
call you
Eliyahu Aryeh ben Usher Anshel. No, ben Nachum.
Ben Nachum.
They would always say that was the way they used to do it. Is your name,
Nuchum.
full name, son of whoever your father was. So my dad was Nachum ben Usher Anshel.
Mine's Ben Scumbag.
Mine's Ben
That's
Lester.
worse than Gaylord Fokker.
That's funny. That's funny.
So we're going to do a little quiz real quick. Somebody wants to know how long everybody here has been doing comedy. How long have you been doing comedy, Ari?
13 years.
13 years. Danielle?
Jesus.
Coming up on 9.
9. Eric?
Oh my God.
Jesus.
This summer, 18.
18
Jesus.
years.
That's
Holy
high. That's high.
Hi. Oh,
Hey.
this is your year.
I
Sorry.
thought you
that
said
doesn't-
hi, and then I was like, oh,
That
is
is high.
I'm high this year.
That's
This
awesome.
is
In
it.
August,
This is
in
your
August.
year, Eric. This is
Yeah.
it.
Eric.
Yeah.
Chaim. What does Chaim mean in Hebrew?
Chai?
Yeah.
Life.
Okay.
He's
is
quizzing
the,
me.
This is the year you do mushrooms.
Yes.
This is the year you really live.
He's so right.
July
So
21st,
right.
22nd, or 23rd.
You have drinking, you said, right?
I've had some drinks.
Drinking?
You have
I've
drinking.
drinking.
You have
I've
drinking
drunken.
before.
You've drunk, right?
But I have
Yes.
to say, Eric, you look so young, which is probably why, because you've never drank
Yeah.
or didn't drink. I mean, you could be.
How
He
old
could
are
be
you?
like 26, 27.
Easy.
You look
Yeah.
I'm
young.
32.
You look young too, Danielle, and you've had everything.
Yeah, but I quit a long time ago.
Did you start to look old?
No, but I quit when I was young
got
enough.
those nice-
Obviously, I mean, I'm only 27
There's
now.
a specific type of battered that
You've
only
got the good Jew genes.
like
Yeah.
addicts have.
What?
There's a specific type of battered that only like long-term addicts
Yeah.
get.
Hopefully I don't
no,
have
you don't
that.
have it. You don't
Okay.
have it.
No, you're good.
But you see people and like, how old are you? 40? You're like 27. You're like, whoa.
Chelsea has that.
How hard have
Yeah.
you lived?
Chelsea and Sarah
100%.
Colonna both have it.
Yeah, we're like, you've been drinking since you were 9.
Yeah, that battered. Yeah.
All right, everybody, pick up a pad and a marker.
There's a cat on mine.
What's up, kitty? Hey.
And this is the quiz that you might end from your show.
This might be the last.
Is this a
one.
calico
So, Ari,
Siamese?
You
when
should
I-
have mentioned if it's live. You should have said the Twitter from now on. You should tell people the Twitter thing before. Just
Yeah, I
'cause their
know.
fans will want to see it.
You guys were late, so it was
When
kind
I
of-
met you, that means you were like a year into comedy when I met you. I met you
Dublin
in
days?
99, or 2000. Yeah.
2000, right.
Today's quiz is
It
brought
was
to
99,
you.
2000. Yeah,
Yeah,
I guess
wow.
99.
Wow.
When was 9/11?
No, Dublin's was 2000.
Okay, yeah,
Yeah.
I started probably
Yeah.
6 months before, a year before.
Today's quiz is brought to you by
We were
Crunch
so
and Munch.
hot in those days.
Yay!
You
What?
really- you have
We were
sponsors?
So hot in those Dublin's
Why
days.
am I not
Crunch
hot
and Munch,
now?
Because you're older now.
Crunch and Munch?
Yeah, today's.
You're older. You got heavier ones. I know you better. God, you were fucking hot that time. How old were you then?
This is really upsetting to me.
Yeah, age affects people negatively. Sorry to break the news to the fucking world.
Can we just take this quiz?
How old were you then?
Like 21? I don't know.
Crunch and Munch.
Yes.
You've really hurt my feelings.
What? Really?
You've really hurt my feelings. Yeah.
But I'm giving you a compliment. You're one of the hottest people I've ever seen. You were so hot. You would come up those steps. I'm like, Jesus Christ.
But or am I still somewhat hot?
Yeah, you're just not in that range that I would like. Oh my God.
I think you're at the
Oh
pinnacle
my
of your
God.
hotness, Danielle.
Thank you.
I
Ryan.
can barely contain myself. I'm glad I have this pad over my penis.
Okay, whenever they say that nice guys never get girls, what they actually mean is super dishonest people who fucking cower under the possible bad effects of a woman.
Look behind you, Ari. Look at that picture
I'm
of
just
Danielle.
saying it might be it might be true, but I don't need to hear it. I mean,
She
like,
looks better now.
no.
You're right, but I'm saying
Yeah,
you
but
were
that
super
was
hot.
I was heavier then.
Yeah, it wasn't that.
And
big.
I have like a lot of makeup on. He's saying like when
you
I
look
was
better
like 21.
now than you do here.
Yeah, but
you
I
look
didn't.
better
But
now
you're
than-
saying I looked the best when I was like 21, which is upsetting.
Yeah.
No, you know what?
Sorry, but everyone probably looks. The
Why
best
do
when
you
they're
think I
21.
look so good? What was good about it?
Youth is attractive.
What's
It's
different?
smoother. Everything's tighter. God, your body was just Jesus. I'm sort of half remembering. I'm just remembering the steps. You had some blue dress, some like light blue dress or something.
Oh my God.
Like a mini skirt dress.
Oh, did it have a pattern on it?
I don't know. Had a pattern underneath it.
He really
No,
remembers this.
no one was fucking me then, by the way.
But you
I just
also
want you
know,
to no one
sometimes-
was fucking me.
Really?
No.
No one took
Fuck, I
advantage
wish I
of
was
hot
more of a
Danielle.
man then. If I met that Danielle, where I am right now, yeah, I'd be fucking that. I would at least.
Well,
try.
I wouldn't have.
I would at
yeah,
least
never.
try.
I never would have.
But you know what I noticed sometimes?
Especially
like,
knowing what you
I
said
know who
now.
You fucked. You've fucked plenty of people.
Who do you know I fucked? Who do you know that I fucked?
Oh no, here it goes.
Oh, okay.
He's got this look.
Let's change the subject.
Oh, sounds like something.
I
that-
didn't fuck him. I didn't fuck him. We didn't fuck.
Okay.
Who are we talking
You know
about?
we
Yeah,
didn't
I know,
fuck.
I know.
Yeah, we didn't fuck. No one.
Sometimes
We
you
didn't
eat.
fuck. He wouldn't fuck me.
I know.
I'm gonna text Ari every day
And that
till I
was
get the
that was
answer.
that era. That was exactly then. That was exactly then. That
I
was nine.
So
that
jealous.
was 2000.
I was like, what? That girl? Describe her. Describe her. Make sure we're talking about the right girl. What?
Now, okay, Danielle. Before we go further,
Yeah.
I know what Ari said. Okay, maybe it doesn't. It's not the best
I
thing
think
here.
I'm hotter now.
But
I
look,
think I'm more sexually
Oh
confident.
yeah,
and sexy.
you're totally wrong.
Let me say.
You're
let me-
so
I'm
mean.
sorry, but it's everyone's hottest when they're that age. Women are hottest. At
I know.
21
Okay,
to 24.
I get it. That's like
19 to
aesthetically,
24.
yes. But what about the fact that I'm like more experienced? That I like, whatever. I know you're saying looking at me.
Oh yeah, you
it's
might be
not
better
whatever.
in bed now than you were then, or you might be like more fun to hang out with now than you were then. We're not talking about
Yeah,
that.
you're just saying it's like. Well, now I want to die. What were you gonna say, Eric? I'm sorry.
You're still.
I don't know if it
really
even makes
good-looking.
sense anymore.
No,
but
no,
What I'm
please.
saying is sometimes when you eat like a apple pie, it's the first time you had that apple pie and you're like, oh man, that shit is good. And then you try to go back to that same restaurant and you go get that apple pie again. You're excited. You're like,
not
it
as
wasn't as
good.
good as the first time. So maybe to a certain extent, he just,
I'm pushing up in my brain.
maybe.
So you're
it was a
saying
better
Danielle is
experience.
rotten.
Or he's just
old
saying he
apple
likes
pie.
21-year-old girls. Is what he's saying.
But the time
Yeah.
I was
Maybe he-
26.
right?
Yeah, I guess
But
I
you're
know
just
I
saying
like 'em
you
now.
still like 21-year-old girls. That's what you like. That's your range.
Yeah, they're the hottest girls in the
Like,
world.
for instance, Jason Tebow does not like that age range.
I feel like every guy should eventually try because a lot of people say they don't like it.
It's like mushrooms. You should try it.
Yeah, but it depends what you're after. It's like if you if it's about sex and you want, absolutely.
I'm just talking about looks, just looks.
Right, but I mean, right. I'm sure everybody likes the looks of a 21-year-old.
Sexually, 21-year-olds sometimes are really difficult to deal with
and to listen to.
How old is your girlfriend?
23.
23.
It's not really
so
a
that
girlfriend,
same age range.
Dating. It's
same
like you
age
just date
range.
people. You date people.
Gotcha.
Yeah, same
okay,
age
let's do
range
the
as me.
quiz. I don't know how I'm going to go. You know, the last... I just want to say...
Okay.
Hold on, I just want to say something really quick. You said something to me many, like a few years ago, too, that killed me for like I literally just got over it, and now you said this.
Then.
I was chubbier.
remembers.
Not at 21, I wasn't.
No.
I had a period of
time.
time. I quit smoking, and I gained 20 pounds.
That's a lot of pounds.
Yeah, but then I lost it.
Okay, well, I saw you during it, and it's like, oh, you're bigger now, huh?
Yeah, but then that ruined it for you?
Ruined what?
Your image of me?
Oh, but people don't like fat people as much as not fat
I
people.
wasn't a fat person.
No, but you were bigger than you were in that prime. God damn it, that girl was hot. Here's the deal. Cindy Crawford doesn't look that great anymore either. She's still really good looking, but at some point, you don't get to be the fucking best person ever anymore. There's an age
let's take
range.
this quiz. I can't even believe I'm indulging in this. Let's take this quiz.
I just drew a picture of apple pie.
I'm actually restarting this server. I think that we lost the people on the live website. I'm restarting the server.
I lost my thing.
What'd you lose?
My marker. It went under there, and my hands are too bulky to to go under there.
There's another pack of markers. Can you grab it, Eric? Right there?
Yeah.
Thanks.
If there's a stick, give me that pen. Maybe I can grab it with that pen. The pen underneath your monitor.
Oh,
you don't see it.
And
other side. Bam, you're on it.
I'm on it?
Yeah, you're touching it.
I got it. Maybe you could just use this.
Oh, I totally could use that. So I'm going to try to get the marker.
Crunch and Munch is delicious.
Thank you.
But they're not really sponsoring this podcast. You
Why?
just like
Technically
it.
they're sponsoring, but not really.
This misogynistic moment brought to you by...
Oh my God! No, I mean,
Danielle,
if he's being
I'm sorry,
honest,
but
no. If you're being honest, I can't fault you for it.
But was I wrong about you had gained weight?
No, I did gain weight.
And then you lost it. So great.
Yeah.
You look better now than you did then.
Yeah. Yeah, I understand what you're saying.
It really hurt you? I'm sorry.
Well, no, it's upsetting as a woman, or as anybody, but as a woman to know that you can never be as attractive to the opposite sex as you were,
Once.
At one age.
Right.
All right,
there's a powerlessness over that,
when
and
I
it
first
hurts.
met you, your penis was so big.
It's so tiny now. What happens?
That's the same feeling.
All right, guys. Danielle,
Yes.
you're going to have to get over it.
I wonder if athletes go through this too.
I know.
I'll get over it. It's
I
going
don't
to
think
take.
it's true anyway.
Well, no, like
couple
somebody's
lines.
first
Not
like
true.
3-4 years in any league when you're like, God, you were good. And then later when they're like 32, 33, you're like, nah, you're not as dominant. You're still good. But like when they say like, God damn, you were good. I wonder if they get upset. Say, well, I'm still good. I'm like, yeah, you're still good, but
Do you look better than when you were 23?
yeah, men age different. Also, confidence reads in faces.
Oh, my God.
Well,
All right.
For the record, I thought you were cuter then.
There we go.
But I just thought you were sweet. You were very
Yeah, I was
sweet and
cuter. I was
quiet.
cuter, yeah.
You know what I mean? Yeah.
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 I was
All right,
unsure of
guys.
myself.
Today's quiz is brought to you by Crunch and Munch. I love Crunch and Munch. It is my favorite snack on the entire planet. Ari, you smoke weed. You have to go get Crunch and Munch.
I have not tried it high, but I will.
Oh,
Can
my
I have
God.
some of it now?
It's empty. That's how good it is.
Okay.
Like,
Oh,
I
really?
finished a whole family pack watching a show. Like, it's that good.
Mm-hmm.
Listening to them go back and forth, you're like,
Let me see the caloric information on that.
There you go.
Well, only 150 calories in this whole box.
No, that's per survey.
No.
Yeah.
9 times that.
packed with hydrogenated
So
oils.
this is pretty much all the food you need in a day.
Yeah, it's so good though. Right when I get to the store, the first thing I worry about, which aisle is the Crunch and Munch on, and it's not always on the popcorn aisle. Sometimes it's on the candy aisle. Like, you have to figure it out.
Wow.
If there was a toffee aisle, it might be there, but there is none because
There's
in America,
also a caramel flavor of that. I would recommend buttery toffee.
Yeah.
though.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. So today you have the chance to win
it's
this.
probably full of trans
Is that
fats, right?
Mr. What is it?
Mr. Hanky.
Hanky.
Oh, I actually like that. That could clutter up my room really nicely.
It's Mr. Hanky and his mentally challenged son, Simon, who has a peanut embedded in his head. These go for about $30, $35 on eBay.
I love South
Don't
Park.
think they don't make this anymore.
I'm going to try.
We're going to try to get it so the people could win too sometime. But right now it's just the comic. Sorry.
Don't worry, it's a piece of shit.
It's a piece of shit.
Hey,
exactly.
Hey, everybody. Do you have
Wait,
a rim shot?
I do. Hold on.
Okay.
Let's try that again. Go.
Don't worry, guys. It's a piece of shit. All right.
Nice.
Thank you.
Nice.
There we go.
Yeah, yeah.
All right, guys. There are 5 questions. I'm going to ask you each question, and then we'll go over the answers afterwards. In the term zip code, number 1, what does zip stand for?
Good question, man.
Yeah,
Oh, it starts with a Z.
it does.
Probably, right? You have to think Z's in there.
Z. Not xylophone. Zebra?
It's probably zebra.
If you don't know, just put an X. All right. You guys ready for number 2?
No, hold on.
All right, Ari. I need to get that.
Are we just saying what does zip stand for?
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay.
All right, number 2. In America, approximately how many erotic asphyxiation deaths are there per year? And this is a multiple choice. 50,
Oh.
500,
Hold on, let me write 50, 500, yeah.
5,000, or 50,000?
That's epidemic.
If it was 50,000, I'd be like, we're fine as a people. We're doing A-okay. Everybody's
Oh my
jerking
God.
off. How many asphyxiation dates are there?
Deaths,
are
yeah.
there?
Oh,
a year?
auto
Deaths.
asphyxiation or just asphyxiation?
Erotic.
Bio
Erotic.
asphyxiation.
Oh, erotic. Okay, uh-huh.
Yeah. And that's in America, not the entire world. All right, number 3. How many people are albinos? This is another multiple choice.
In the world?
Just in general. 1 in 9, 1 in 90, 1 in 900, 1 in 9,000, or 1 in 90,000? How many are albinos? And question number 4. Which country has more redheads than any other part of the world? Scotland, Ireland, England, or North America?
More.
The most.
Okay.
Actually, yeah, it's
The
the
most.
most. Yes.
Trick question.
Trick question.
Could be.
All the Jews are too smart for this, dude.
Could
You gotta
be.
say this for the Christians. If you're gonna give obvious, we all took SATs and we all studied for them.
This last one is, if my mom had to guess, which sexual position do you think she will think is my favorite? My favorite.
Your
my mom
mom.
is going to guess. I'm going to call her on Skype.
Is
she
abstinence
doesn't
a
know we're
sexual
going to call
position?
her.
Oh, okay. We're gonna ask her to.
You're really gonna call her?
Yeah.
Oh,
Last week I asked her how many people she thinks I've slept with.
What'd she say? How much she say?
She said 25.
How many's your mom slept with? Is your mom still
I
with you?
didn't ask.
This
I don't want to
year-
know, Ari.
Do we
Are
get
you
to
still
tell
with
her?
that girl who was used to be a stripper?
No. I
That's
don't.
done.
Do you date her friend?
No, we went out that one time and that was it.
Yeah. Heard all about it.
I tried to get a boner and I couldn't. I was so drunk. It's from New Year's. And then I kept trying to make plans with her again, and they just kept falling through. I kept going out of town or something.
Yeah.
I don't know who your mom is. Where's she from,
nice.
and what's her story? What?
She's from New Jersey. She was
Yeah.
moved here when she was a young girl. She's the sweetest mom in the world.
She white trash? Is she still
Nope.
with her father?
Nope, she was a school psychologist. She has her master's in psychology. She's great.
She's still with your father or no?
She's not with my dad.
Did she
She's
vote
been
for
remarried
Obama?
for 20 plus years. I
Did
think
she
she
vote for
did.
Obama?
I assume she did.
Okay, I just want to see. Okay, all right. Just want to see who she is.
All right, so just guess what sexual position you think she would
I
guess
think
is
there
my
should be
favorite.
more points if you guess something crazy like reverse cowgirl and she's like that's what she says.
How
That should
old
be
is
more
she?
than just
How old
getting
is
it
she?
right.
She's in her 60s.
Okay.
All right.
Does she watch TV?
She does watch TV.
Okay.
There's a motorcycle that just started.
Yeah, I don't know what's going on with that.
There's a motorcycle.
We'll just have to ignore it. We'll try to take it out with in post.
Hey, that's okay.
All right, guys.
Is it that? It's not that, is it?
No, there's
Let
a
me get the-
motorcycle outside.
All right, guys. Number 1, Ari, what did you put for zip code? Did you get it?
I put ZI postage.
Nice.
ZI postage.
I didn't know. Okay.
Danielle?
Zone
Oh, fuck
Zone!
zone!
Damn it!
Damn it!
index property. I made up those other things.
What
but-
about you?
Zone would be good.
Zone would be good.
Now I could change my. Okay, I have to put what I put
You have
down.
to put what you
I
put
put
down.
doesn't stand for anything. It's just quick.
Nope. It is zoning improvement plan.
Oh,
But I get the closest. Don't
You
I
did
get a
get
partial?
closest, but
I would give her 1/3
Fred.
of a point for that.
Yeah,
that
I
would
think
be
I should get a
tiebreaker
third.
point.
Okay.
Yeah.
I
We'll
should get
give
a
her
third
a
of a
plus if
point.
she's ahead.
She gets a plus.
You must not want that piece of shit, Ari.
What is it's
I do want the
zone?
piece
What?
of shit.
It is zoning improvement plan.
Interesting
Yeah.
improvement plan.
Yeah, I had
never
no
would've
idea.
guessed
These are
that,
things
yeah.
I just found.
Did it
before.
improve anything?
I don't know. I hope it did. Number 2.
Oh, actually, I just looked. That is what I had written down. I forgot. I didn't realize. Yeah.
Number 2, in America, approximately how many erotic asphyxiation deaths are there per year? What did you put, Ari?
500.
Oh, amazing.
Same here.
Did you? What did
I
you
had
put, Ari?
5,000.
I put 500.
Yeah, suck it, E.
I'm glad I don't know that one.
All right, and albinos. How many people are albinos?
I was splitting between 90,000 and 9,000. I went with 9,000.
I went with.
Yeah.
Really? 1 in 9,000?
I went
One
with
in
90.
9,000? That's a lot.
Albinos is a curse by God.
1 in 9? No, it's
You
1
know what
in
you have to-
9,000.
I know. You know what you have to do to get a curse by God? The guy who fucking hit Jesus, that's one guy.
I did 1 in 90,000. That's what
Yeah,
I
1
got.
in 90,000.
I was
1 in
split.
9,000. That's we have
I know
300
no-
million people. in
Yeah,
the
I
country.
know
Yeah.
no
So how many-
albinos except for
Yes,
that
you
black
do.
albino
The
that
black
goes to the.
albino?
That's the only one I know.
There's
Well,
another
do you
one
know-
that's a comic.
Sorry. Do you know 9,000 people? See where
No, but I mean, like you. Okay.
Oh, yeah.
anyway, yeah.
King Yellowman.
Wait, how
King
many-
Yellowman
how many is that?
albino.
How many is 90? I want to see how many people in America.
300 million,
Yeah,
approximately.
So what is
Is
it
there?
then?
So you did 90,000 too?
Yeah,
Okay.
90,000.
All right.
Okay, so Ari got that one.
Yes.
All right, guys. Which
Wow.
country has more redheads than any other one? Scotland, Ireland, England, or North America?
Can
Ari?
I just tell you a problem with the grading system?
Yes.
North America is not technically a country.
Oh, that is true.
Okay, let's just.
So is it a trick
Which
question
region?
that doesn't apply? I put
No.
North America.
I put North America.
I
There's
put
so
North
many
America.
extra people.
There's way too. Yeah, so many
According to
people.
the site that I looked up, it was Scotland.
No.
It has to be per capita.
Yeah.
It has to be percentage. There's barely any people in Scotland.
It didn't say ratio wise. It said it had the most.
The
Oh,
most.
so
per
maybe they
capita.
do. No, maybe they do.
It did say the
way.
most.
Oh, maybe. How many people in Scotland? I think we always think of England and like those countries have like
Scotland.
80 people in them, but it's
Yeah.
like 140 million.
Yeah.
Maybe.
How many people
Okay.
in Scotland?
All right,
right.
now we got to call your mom.
We're gonna call my mom. Let's see if she'll answer.
Gingerland.
So I'm ahead right now
You are up.
by
You
a
have
half point.
2 points. Danielle has half.
I've lost.
No, I have.
No,
I
she
have
has
2
one
and
and
a
a half.
third.
You have
Oh
two.
no, I have 1 and a third. I'm
One and a
sorry.
half. Yeah.
I have 0.
So Ari's up by half a point.
Piece of shit.
All right, here we go.
Oh wait, should we tell what we guessed first before we ask your mom?
I was thinking we'd ask her and then go over our answers, but we can go first. What do you think?
No, wait, she's not listening, right?
No, definitely not.
Okay.
Yeah. Definitely not.
This is
By the way, that means there's 33,000 people in America with albinism.
That makes sense.
33,000.
I buy that.
It's not that. That's about.
Yeah.
That seems
Okay.
Yeah.
1 in 9,000. 33,000.
1 in 9,000. Yeah.
Okay.
I wonder if one state is more heavily populated than the others.
If albinism. Yeah.
Montana has the most.
Yeah, there's
Just for whatever reason, there's
Infiltrated.
27,000 people here.
Yeah.
I say doggy style because I don't think your mom would know the crazy positions,
right.
Yeah.
and I
That seems
don't
like
think
what-
she would say missionary because I think she would
Know you better than that.
go a little like, let me try another position that's
Yeah.
not like the boring
That's
one.
what I thought. Oh, he's a kid. He
Yeah.
likes the weirdy stuff.
Well, also because if you know Brian, you know that he probably doesn't want to emotionally or mentally connect during
Yeah.
sex, and so
You don't
doggy
know
style.
me. You don't know me.
I'm gonna get even.
I have doggy style in there too.
I'm gonna get even more
doggy
specific
style.
and say dog style.
Yeah, you wrote dog style.
dog style. I have that in quotes. Dog style.
Dog.
The style of dog.
Doggy.
right.
She won't know that hip term, but she could be pretty hip. I don't know.
She's pretty hip, but we'll see what
She'll
she
say doggy
says.
then. She'll probably say doggy.
I guess it really doesn't. You're gonna win. It seems
No, I
like.
clinched the win. I didn't realize
Yeah.
that.
All right, but let's call her anyways for the fun.
Let's just do it to embarrass his mom.
All right, yeah, that's what we're doing this for, pretty much.
Yeah.
What's your mom's name?
Joan. She thought you were very funny too, by the way. She's seen you a couple times.
Joan, I'm here having doggy style sex with your son.
Do you think he would like that or like something else better?
She's going to Ecuador tomorrow.
She's smart. She's
wow.
not answering the phone.
I will call the home number.
Doesn't she know it's time to answer?
Hi there, this is
Joni.
Nope.
I love that when people say, call my home number. It's like, what the fuck? Who doesn't answer their cell phone at home? Just fucking keep it on.
Some people don't have reception.
Oh, yeah.
Let's see if this works.
Call her in Ecuador.
Danielle, I wasn't trying to insult you by saying you were super hot when you were 21.
No, look, you're not. You're being honest.
Yeah,
I gotta respect that. It just hurts.
I guess so.
You know?
Yeah, there's other things
I'm not,
that
like,
are
mad
better,
at you
that are
about
better
it or
about you
anything.
now. You don't focus on
Hello?
the negative.
Hi, Art.
Hello? Yeah.
Hi, Art. Can you hear me? Is my mom there?
Yeah, hang on a sec.
Okay.
Brian.
You should have called him Dad. He would
Hi,
have been
honey. Were you
fantastic.
calling on the other phone?
Yeah, I was calling your cell phone.
Oh,
I got you on my Comedy Bone podcast with Ari Shaffir, Danielle Stewart, and Eric Schwartz.
3 Jews.
You mean
Hi,
you mean
Joan.
like
Four
right
Jews.
now? Hi,
Yeah, we're
guys.
live.
Hi, Joan.
Okay.
So,
Hi, how
we're
are
doing a
ya?
quiz. I'm good.
We're
They're-
good.
They're all good.
Good.
How are you doing, Mom? You're going to Ecuador tomorrow, right?
No, I'm going to Ecuador in several hours, so I'm I leave at 2 a.m.
Vacation? That sounds amazing. For
Huh?
vacation?
My brother lives in Ecuador. He's a raw foodist, and he has his whole little plantation down there.
Awesome.
He just had a daughter.
They just had a
and she's going to go
baby.
see her granddaughter. Yeah.
Well, mazel tov.
Yeah, mazel tov.
Thank you so much.
You know Danielle Stewart, Mom. You saw her perform a couple times.
Of course I have. Yes.
Okay. She's funny. All right.
Thanks,
so,
Yes,
anyways, we
I
have a
agree.
quiz. We have a quiz, and
said pretty.
I have a question for you.
Sure. Here, I thought you were calling
What do
to
you-
tell me to have a good, safe trip. Okay.
We are.
I'm
Nope. Still won't say it.
We're killing two birds with one stone.
He actually wants to know.
Yeah. What do you think my favorite sexual position is, if you had to guess?
Oh, shit. If I had to guess.
Oh, if I knew she used words like that, I might have changed it, my guess.
Missionary.
Nice!
Damn it.
That's so funny. None of us guessed that.
We
by
all
the way.
thought you wouldn't do that.
We all thought you would have said.
If you had
doggy
a
style.
second guess, what would you say?
I'm hoping that you don't know any other positions, Mom.
You on the bottom.
Ooh, nice.
Nice.
There's like 8 of those.
Joan, you're so great.
Joan, what's your favorite sexual position?
All right, here's your piece of shit.
Joan doesn't want to answer that question.
Okay, how about this? How about something nicer? Joan. Your
Yes.
son, your beautiful
Who
son,
am I
Brian.
talking to?
This is
Ari
This is
Shaffir.
Hi,
In what
Ari
sexual position
Shaffir.
was he conceived in?
She doesn't know.
Oh.
Do you?
Who remembers?
I know. That's a good point. Yeah, I got Mr. Hanky.
All right, Mom. Well, thank you for participating in this. You're not going to be here next week, so we'll have to call Aunt Lori or something.
Have a safe
Okay.
trip, Joan.
Wait, but just so
Thanks.
I can embarrass Brian more.
Yeah, go ahead.
What, Brian?
Sure.
What is your favorite, Brian?
Honestly, it depends on the girl.
Yeah, your mom needs to know.
It depends on the girl, Mom.
No, but overall.
Well,
It really depends on the girl. Like,
Okay, if there's some girl who's typing at you and said, I want to do it, what position do you want to do it in? Only pick one.
you know, if she had like a big butt, I'd want to do it.
No, you don't know her at all.
Your mother doesn't want to hear this
Okay,
chat.
we should let her go. I'm feeling uncomfortable.
You gotta do some mushrooms.
Have a great trip, Joan. Muzzle
Yeah,
tov
have a
on
fun
your
time.
on your niece.
thank
She's
you
seen my
so
act.
much.
She's fine.
Thank you.
Yes, Mazel Tov.
Love you, Mom.
Thank you. Love you too, sweetheart.
Bye.
Bye-bye.
Love you. Bye. Yeah, I did. It just happened.
Hilarious.
I just got into it. I just
That was really cute.
Yeah.
We are. I am so unbelievably late.
I know.
can't even
We're
take
done
it.
anyways. That's the end of the quiz.
Okay.
Ari won the piece of shit. If you guys have anything
Yeah.
to plug, do you want to plug anything, Eric? Your new song tomorrow?
Yeah, go to my website, smoothie.tv. That's it.
Smoothie.tv?
Yeah, you can find me Facebook, Twitter.
They
Eric
can
Schwartz.
subscribe there.
Yeah, you can find all my other stuff at smoothie.tv.
Danielle, anything?
I will be at the. No one's gonna hear, but I'll be at the comic strip in El Paso this week, Wednesday through Sunday.
Fun.
And you can follow me on Twitter at the Dani Stew, or go to my website daniellestewart.com.
Somebody said it's pronounced Schaefer, but that's not correct. I actually asked you this in the past.
No,
it's
it's
Shaffir.
Shaffir.
It's pronounced both ways.
But you told me Shaffir is the way you do it.
Yeah, I do it. Shaffir.
Yeah, so guest 760 can eat it.
Hey, dude, you're pronouncing your name wrong.
Oh, thanks. Look into that.
And what about you, Ari? We got Mushroom Day, Shroom Fest.
Shroomfest, AriTheGreat.com is my website. I have an album coming out at some point
Oh,
that
cool.
I'm editing now. Revenge for the Holocaust.
Where was it filmed? Where was it recorded?
I love that.
That's quite a
In
title.
Denver, thank you. In Denver, the Comedy Works.
Awesome.
Should be out hopefully this summer.
All
So
right.
pre-order on iTunes or something, or my website. I don't know.
Awesome. So that is it, guys. That's episode 4. That was, I think, that was the best episode yet. That was a
Who
lot
else
of
do you have?
fun.
Damn
What other
right.
losers do you have?
We've had Eric Griffin, the Greg Wilson, Mike
Killed
Costa.
them. Killed them.
Yeah, you guys
Yeah,
destroyed.
You can eat us.
Peace out, everybody. Episode
sorry,
4
is
is
that
out.
funny?
Thank you.
Are you stand-up comic?
I always do this
that
wrong.
what
We're
you
just
do
going
now?
to fast forward there.
But I was bad to the bone.